an awesome place to be in the internet.
Yeah.
Discord feels like heaven.
Yeah.
Are you going live?
Yeah. Right now.
Surely have flyers or something like that.
Yeah, we still got some.
Are you from around here?
Local.
Oh my god.
From the south. This was the nearest point to get to.
Wow.
And so we have
Wow.
we found a way to get
Wow.
out.
Both of you.
Yeah. Should we
Awesome.
forget it? I wanted to go to Oktoberfest, but this was too far. So come here.
Oh my god.
Where are you from?
I'm from Slovenia.
Slovenia.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Wow. I can't believe, huh? 250 kilometers. They drive here.
It's not far, it's just
Oh,
the
it's awesome.
I5 and I worked on the fair. So
Ah.
I used to drive a lot.
Okay, so it's far for you,
I
yeah.
was working a lot in Amsterdam, in Paris, in Munich. Yeah, many
Awesome.
places.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I wanted to come here because you're the first real flat earther person to touch not only high, how is it?
Oh, I was like that, man.
Yeah.
1 month and a half to go, you know.
There are not many in Slovenia, I think.
Oh, they are.
Yeah?
I didn't know, and I meet them now when I go to countries. I didn't meet them in Slovenia. And now I have links for 5, 6 of them. I was also 5 years. You know, nothing. Month and a half ago, or 2 months, I don't know when we started in Amsterdam because I went to convention, and it's somehow reached that point that I was the only one who can take the keys and drive the van.
Yeah, Clive, I'm behind the camera.
Part. So I do it, yeah.
Yeah, we plan to make a meetup in Frankfurt next spring. So try to.
Yeah, now we gotta. Yeah.
We need some people in our.
Of course, and we gotta change the links because we're also gonna do more
You're at
traveling
Tamai.
I'm
now
in
and
Discord every
everything.
day. We meet anyway.
I'm not in computer.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
No, just telephone.
Yeah, we've got 2 helpers, which is great.
Email.
They've been waiting for us.
So we'll exchange. Now first I'm gonna go because we lose the window and I gotta fix it. What? We lose some window on the van.
Hey.
Oh. Yeah. So I gotta find the store, some hobby or some Bauhaus. I get the
It's
proper
getting
stuff.
cold now. It's the right moment.
Yeah, I must. Yeah, we drive all along every day, so I gotta fix it now.
It's Friday today, right?
Yeah, and it's Friday, no?
Yeah.
If I don't fix it today, I'm
But shops
fucked.
will be open tomorrow.
Yeah, but I'd rather do today because today at night we will drive to Luxembourg.
Yeah, I'm not.
So no, I will go in the van and just click GPS and click hobby. Here is a hobby, isn't it?
Yeah,
In
many.
Germany.
Yeah, I think many.
Hobby is Bauhaus also.
I worked a lot on the fair here in Frankfurt, but don't know much.
What's in
much more.
Frankfurt? It's hobby. The stores you can get everything.
I think you get Bauhaus, Hobby, Praktika. That's also Praktika. I write it down for you.
Okay.
So you've got a bit of space. I don't know if you get a window for your man.
No, the window. I need some plastic.
Yeah, some plexiglass.
Yeah, plexiglass. Yeah, to.
Right.
Well, I'm really chuffed to meet you. This is quite a pleasure. Already awake. I was going to give you my thing. Do you mind? You don't mind? Test for it. You do it on
Check it out. What's the nearest? Yeah. Bauhaus.
Would you just say hello to my friends on
Plexiglass
tell your
Schreiber.
name? Sebastian, and you're a partner for 2 years?
Oh,
You don't, you don't believe the lie. Don't believe the lie. Sebastian's fantastic. Sebastian's a professional clown. And we'd love to see you again, Sebastian, doing some of your fantastic stuff. Do you ever go on YouTube and you those platforms to look for information? Is this not anymore? Oh, okay. You're just doing your own thing. Trying to live a free life. Looks like you're free of your system. I wish you well, my friend. I'm really glad you stopped by. Sebastian just happened to be walking by, he saw our banners, he's like, damn, I'm a flat earther too. I'm a flat earther too. Bye-bye, Sebastian. All the best.
I think he was just passing.
Frankfurt. Yeah, that was Sebastian, the clown. Nice comments.
These two guys came to help. It's funny because our two helpers today said that they have never met any flat earthers in Germany, and the second we set up signs, a flat earther comes by in Germany. So they're all about, they just don't say anything because fear of ridicule, I guess.
Ideas, maths. But once we unpick all of the fact that NASA is deceiving us about where we live, and they're faking moon landings, and they're faking the international space station, you realize that the whole idea of space needs to be scrutinized all over again. And with that in mind, I have to say that water is always level. I mean, we know sea level and water level are a matter of fact. Ships sail over bodies of flat water. If they go downhill, they'll never come back up again. That's just the way it is. So we're telling people, we're going around Europe telling people that they need to look into this idea that the government's science and so on has been misled down a path of belief into this globe, aliens, asteroids, UFOs, and all this sort of stuff that takes away from the truth about this creation that we live in.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes.
What is this?
This is a microphone
Okay.
and a camera.
Okay.
It's a mobile phone. I'm streaming live on YouTube. Do you know YouTube? Yeah.
You're streaming live.
Yes. I've just gone live now, so there's not many people watching you, but I'm sure some will catch up later on. But people are very interested to hear what people have to say about this perception.
I'll take a few leaflets as well.
Might be the center of creation, you know. You look like you come from
Hello.
the Indian stuff.
Frankfurt, baby.
It's, you know, the ancient Indian was Vedas, and so all those old Indian scriptures say that we lived in an enclosed system with 7 heavens and so on. And we think that might be far closer to the truth than this idea that we come from monkeys, Big Bang theory, and all that sort of evolution stuff. And if that's true, which I suggest to you that it is, it means that we are the center of creation. And we've got a very important mission here in our lifetime to learn about who we are and to raise ourselves such that we become the higher self. A bit like the Krishna or the Buddha or the Jesus or the Muhammad character, you know? So you know in your culture all about the third eye, don't you? The Bentley represents the third eye, yeah? Seed. You call it seed? Okay. So I had mine open for me about 4 years ago, and I saw that we are part of some beautiful creation. And since then I've been trying to go around and tell people that that's what we are. We're not monkeys, we're not evolution, we're not to believe in the science that we're given, but our governments want to push it on our children. They want to create a very difficult, painful world for people to live in, rather than to create like a heaven, like a high place for us to be in. Until people realize this, we're going to carry on scrabbling, standing on our brother to get a job, going to war against each other, believing that we need leaders and controllers to tell us what to think and do. So I hope that's useful for you.
Yeah, it is useful. Yes.
Cool. Well, obviously it takes a lot of personal research to begin to unpick this science that we're given, you know? Because we've been given it since we were young. As soon as we go to school, they say, oh, here you go, you live on a globe, water spins, it sits on the outside of this ball, etc., etc. But when you realize that the entirety of our education has been manufactured, you have to understand the reason for that. And the reason is, as I said earlier, to try and just hide from you who you truly are and what your history is.
Thank
That's
you.
all I have for you today. Enjoy your stay. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. All the best to you. Good luck.
How can I get this thing? And
The phone or the rig?
both a phone I have.
Your phone you have. The rig I bought on Amazon. It cost me £100 and I can put an extension on here which has a light.
Is will work on this phone? Samsung
Yeah.
S10 Plus.
Oh, right.
It will work.
Yeah, it will. Of course it will work. It just needs a plug in like this.
Information?
You can have a photo of me too. I'm saying that the
Ich sage dir nur einfach nur so. Wenn du richtig das alles nachforschst, nicht nur glauben, dass die Leute, was die Leute sagen, aber wenn du das richtig nachforscht, nein, hast nicht. Weil wenn du das nach...
Lass mich in Ruhe.
Ach so, jetzt muss ich mir verpissen. Weil ich gebe Antworten, nicht nur Fragen.
Ja, ist mir scheißegal, was du laberst. Ich weiß genau, dass es so ist.
Du weißt genau, dass es so ist.
Du glaubst.
Hast du Beweis? Hast
Wir
du
haben
Beweis
schon selber
davon?
gemessen und so.
Was hast du gemessen?
Also irgendwas stimmt nicht vom Schauensland zum Beispiel.
Wir haben aber blau gesehen vom Schauensland aus.
Vom Schauensland in Freiburg sieht man auf dem Mont Blanc, dann müsste eigentlich theoretisch nicht sichtbar sein, weil er so weit unten ist.
Okay, wie viele vom... Ich bin...
I'm not sure when Sven's coming, but hopefully soon.
Weil die Kurve geht ja runter, also pro Meile sind ja 8 Inches, wo eigentlich so hoch runtergehen soll. Und wenn man vom Schauensland auf den Mont Blanc schaut, dürfte man eigentlich die Spitze vom Mont Blanc nicht sehen.
Gibt es irgendwelche Fotos davon?
Also jetzt habe ich es nicht dabei, wir sind jetzt auch nur hier einfach
Welchen Kanal?
auf keinem Kanal, das haben wir selber gemessen.
Selber gemessen.
Das sind keine Leute, die versuchen, auf YouTube bekannt zu werden. Das sind einfach
Also
Leute, die
wir haben
wissen, dass
keinen
sie
Kanal oder so, wir sind jetzt einfach nur so hier zum Besuch.
Okay, weil jede Messung, das ich gemacht habe, mit Foto, mit Messungsprogrammen und sowas.
Ja, eben, und wir haben halt ein Foto gemacht vom Mont Blanc, vom Schauensland aus.
Ja.
Und theoretisch dürfte man den Mont Blanc gar nicht sehen, also eben, wenn die Kurve wirklich so steil
Wie viele von dem Mont Blanc siehst du?
ziemlich viel, fast die ganze Berg.
Ziemlich viel.
Ja, fast die
Okay,
ganze Berg.
ziemlich viel ist nicht sehen Mont Blanc. Ziemlich viel heißt, ein Stück ist
Nee, ist eigentlich
vermisst,
so
ja?
ein Großteil vom Mont Blanc sieht man. Und
Ein
wenn man
Großteil.
Weißt du, was Isolation bedeutet bei einem Berg?
Isolation, ja, ich weiß, was Isolation ist.
Du siehst die komplette Isolation bloß.
Du siehst die komplette Isolation.
ja eben, und es ist theoretisch
Das war nicht eine Antwort der Frage, aber wie viele von dem Berg siehst du? Komplett? Komplett?
Fast bis am Boden.
Siehst du den kompletten Berg? Okay. Hier ist das Ding. Ich bin, wie gesagt, ich bin...
Yeah, I've got one glove on, Robin. The other one disappeared, so I've got one hand in my pocket. Yeah, I just saw that message, so I look forward to Sven meeting us.
Bitte.
And I'm not surprised he was stuck in traffic because we were stuck in traffic as well.
Lass ich mir das nachschauen.
Also das war, wir haben keinen YouTube-Kanal, das war für uns privat, haben wir das
Ja, also du kannst das auch hochladen auf den Blick oder nicht.
Ja, nee, nicht unbedingt.
Also, so, du hast ein Foto, das du niemand zeigen willst.
Ich will dir lieber der Tipp geben, guckst einfach lieber nochmal selber nach. Weil du liegst ziemlich
Das
auf
war,
Holz.
das war nicht die Frage. Es war Beweis von euch, oder?
Das ist für uns einfach, wir haben
Ja, das
für uns
meine ich,
halt
das
privat
meine ich.
gemessen.
Ich muss doch nicht deine Scheiße beweisen. Ich habe es für mich bewiesen und das heißt,
Was hast mit meine Scheiße zu tun? Mathematik ist nicht meine Scheiße. Okay? Und das ist eure Foto.
ja, das du scheinbar wohl überhaupt nicht.
Ich will es sehen.
Ja, aber das ist für uns.
Oh,
Also, wir wollen
hi,
gar nicht-
Slice Barcade, how you doing?
Oh, you're Slice Martin.
Yeah. So,
Direkt eine Nervensäge.
Ja.
nee,
We're
ich bin...
talking about the distance from Mont Blanc
Okay,
to Schauensland.
basically what they're saying is that they have a photo from one location to Mont Blanc, hast du gesagt? They have a photo from one location to another, and I asked, okay, I'd like to see it. You know, I really would, because I like to measure this stuff. You know, that's just my thing. And they don't have it. They don't have it hochladen.
Don't have an
They don't have it uploaded anywhere. which is, I wouldn't expect that, but the gentleman seemed completely unwilling and desired not to upload it anywhere to have it checked. So,
Can I just check, are you still defending the globe?
defending the globe,
Yeah.
I'm defending fact.
Which factor of the globe? Because I would love to know which scientific experiment you use to prove that works.
Spinning. Well, actually, Bob Nodell did that. Bob Nodell did that with the fiber optic gyro.
No, I think what that detected, even the company that made that gyro suggested that's
why
maybe
it's all
something unique that's turning, and we've always said that.
No, see, here's the funny part about the ether, okay? Because what his showed, I modeled out the numbers that they put out. I modeled those out in 3D, okay? Because I wanted to see what it was saying.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if it was anything of any value, okay? And what I found out was, number one, you can't say it's the ether unless you want to say that the ether was turning on Bob.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because I don't think Bob is the center of the Earth or the center of flat Earth or anything like that. Okay? So, and plus, a fiber optic gyro is not a flow meter.
Okay.
Okay?
But
So
now I
it
wanna-
was going like this. It was going like this, the model that came out. It turned on 3 axes.
All right.
Okay? That would not happen if, let's say, the ether was going in one certain direction.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't know exactly how the ether works. If the ether exists and it's real, then there's things that we don't know. But I was going to ask you the question, which is, what experiment that we can do?
Well,
we can
I
prove
invited everybody to do the Eratosthenes experiment, and
Was?
no flat earthers came back.
Aristophanes.
Yeah.
Auch wieder witzig.
Is that the one with the sticks?
Yeah.
But you've got to know, Sly, that works quite well on a modern.
From
base.
2 locations, it would work on a flat earth. Yes.
and more, because
No,
if I
it
put
doesn't.
if I put a bunch of sticks in on
Model
a
that out,
table-
and you'll see it doesn't.
Let me make my point.
Mhm.
If I put a bunch of sticks on a table and created a small local light source, which is what we suggest is going on to the sun, then you would get lengthening and shortening of shadows depending on the distance from
The
that light
Dr.
source.
Zach thing where he could measure the nails. Yeah.
So I think that's if these you've got to think that
But
if
even then,
in
they
an-
would all come to us that point instead of the point where the sun is, right?
You would see them. I think you would see the lengthening. This is what I'm trying to say, is that you would see this lengthening. of
Right,
the
but that
shadows,
makes a triangle. You're talking about the base of a right triangle. And if you do the hypotenuse on that triangle, and the hypotenuse on all those triangles, they would all point to a specific spot.
So have you done this experiment?
Yes, with 23 different users in, I think it was 14 different countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you find?
We found that it works fine on a globe and does not work on flat Earth or a plane at all.
Well, I think that my friend Nick over in Phuket. Phuket was
Oh, the guy who lied about my water experiment. Yeah, I know.
that guy. Oh, I didn't know about that.
Phuket, where, yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
he did a fantastic experiment with this, and I thought that it worked pretty
Which
well,
experiment was that?
showing how you can put sticks along a ruler or something like that, and show how the shadows will be lengthening. It makes
Well,
a
of course,
lot of sense.
it lengthens as it moves away from the light source. Of
Ah.
course it does, yeah.
So let's get to something else that we can both possibly.
Okay, quick,
work
because
on.
unfortunately you
No
guys came
problem,
here
Sly.
awfully late.
No
And,
problem. Which formula do you use to calculate the curvature of water?
Oh, well, I'm guided by the, what do you call it, the 8 inches per mile squared, but that's guidance over a perfect sphere without an atmosphere.
Okay, but when we look out over a body of water, we should be able to measure a certain amount of curvature. That's what we must-
Depending
that's
on
what
how
we
high
must-
you are, if you're too close to the water, you're going to have problems. I think even you would admit that.
Yeah, but I'm not looking to see it. I'm looking to measure it. So, for example, if I had a 2 meter high ship, 2 meter high boat,
Okay.
and it was going to sail away from you and I standing on the beach, at what
Bit low.
distance? At what? Well, no. I mean,
Even Robotham found that problem.
If we,
It's too low.
so what would work better for you?
You'd have to get a
5 meter?
you'd have to get a little bit higher.
No, because remember when the ball boys who defend this idea that
I love
ships
it,
are
ball
going,
boys.
yeah,
I haven't
when-
called you a single name yet. Now it's ball boys.
yeah,
Okay.
when the ball boys go defend this idea that ships are going over the horizon and
Uh-huh.
losing the bottom of the ship first,
Right.
you're losing that bottom meter, that bottom 2 meters first, according to this theory, right, that you've added to the curvature. So if that bottom
Okay,
meter,
well, you gave me a number, but what's the distance?
well, that's what I'm asking you, because for me, there is no curvature, but I need
Well, I know,
I
for you
need
there's
for
no
this to
curvature,
be,
yeah.
I need for what I'm trying to get bald guys, to be believers to kind of think about, is that if we live on an almost perfect fixed sphere, and you don't need to obfuscate that by saying it's an oblate spheroid. As far as I'm concerned, when I look at it, when I look over a body of water that seems to be curving like a marble, according to science, or according to NASA and science, then, and the ship is going over the curve of the water as it goes away from me, the curve of the globe goes away from me, then that bottom meter, or that bottom 2 meters, should descend beneath the waterline at an almost equal rate, no matter where you are. So what is it in your mind? What distance?
Well, you'd have to tell me what the equal rate is, but unless you're talking about the 8 inches per mile squared. But like I said,
I'm not talking about 8 inches per mile squared. People who defend the globe say that it's 8 inches per mile squared.
Honestly, you haven't given me anything other than saying that it's disappearing from the bottom up, which can't be done over a plane. Period.
No, it can't. Well, I mean, obviously we understand angular resolution, don't we? You do understand that angular
Yeah,
resolution.
things that get smaller, and then how well you can define them. However, if you can zoom back in, but after you zoom back in, which everybody loves to do, the bottom's still gone.
Okay.
So what causes that?
Okay, now let's get back to my question then. If there's an 8 inch per mile squared, or I assume you accept that science is saying 8 inches per mile squared.
Yeah, that's the rough thing given on the given on the radius of the Earth.
Okay, so let's just say over the first 10 miles, it's definitely 8 or thereabouts 8 inches per mile squared. A 2 meters high ship should disappear after what distance?
Well, that depends on the weather conditions also. Because if you're going over water, okay, you have to take in the refraction. You have to take in sunlight. You have to take in temperatures along that distance. It's not.
It's simple,
No, because it's not simple.
This is what our
you want it to be simple, but it's not simple.
Well, this is what our mainstream science has done to us. It's given us all this obfuscation.
No, what it's done is it's giving you answers that you don't like, and you're trying to curve it back down to a simple diagram of the 8 inches. What is it called? The 8 inches per square mile, or per mile squared. You're trying to break it back down to that. Whereas you are eliminating at that very point the very things that would cause any kind of a problem. You eliminate those and say, oh, those don't exist. But then when we turn around, we say, well, how does the sun set on flat Earth? And you say, oh, well, that's because of perspective, which you have yet to demonstrate.
So you still haven't been able to answer the question, have you?
No, what I'm doing is I'm pointing out the fact that you're trying.
You're throwing a whole lot of mud in the question, because it should be quite simple. If we live on a curving ball and it's mostly to the observer pretty much evenly curving, I think that it would be hard to say that if you were standing on an island and around you can see 360 degrees of water, say that the water over that part of the island is curving less rapidly than the water over this part of the island. That's really like a bit of a mind soup.
That would be really pushing it.
Yeah, that would be pushing it, even for a ball supporter. So I would say to you that what we don't seem to want to do here is to say, yes, after 3 miles, well, this is what we're doing in Flat Earth, this is the testing. But after
I haven't
3
seen
miles,
anybody do that test.
after 4 miles, after 5 miles, whatever it is, I don't mind.
Eventually it disappears.
To say, well, eventually,
from the bottom up. What causes that?
Okay, no, but back to my question. So if
that was
a
your
2 meter
question.
ship, no, I said at a 2 meter ship, what is the distance that 2 meter ship should have gone away and
You're expecting me to have a
horizon?
calculator in my head. I'm sorry, I don't have that.
But why aren't you guys working this out? Why aren't you thinking this through?
Because
this was
I
what
can model
stopped
it
me.
out.
I'm a similar age.
Because I model it out.
This is what stopped me, was that I know that I've seen ships at 10 miles, 15 miles away.
Really?
I was brought up at the sea.
10, 15 miles away?
Absolutely.
You have footage of this?
Absolutely. No, with my eyes. I've seen this with my eyes. So
does anybody have any
observation-
footage that they can work with?
Have you not seen? Well, when it comes to footage, there's plenty of people with a Nikon that go onto the beach.
Right, but
and
we're
film
talking
and
right now,
stuff.
so.
Yeah, so I'm telling you my natural observation. I'm asking you for what is your natural observation of seeing a 2 meter skiff, 2 meter boat go over the edge of a lake or any body of water. What is the distance? Because as far as I'm concerned, or as far as the maths is concerned, that by 3 or 4 miles, that boat should definitely be over the water's edge.
3 or 4 miles?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I don't have a calculator in my head. I would love to work out those numbers for you, and I would actually love to give you a solid response on how much from the bottom up it would be missing and all this. I model stuff out when people give me claims. Unfortunately, I don't.
My name is Trinity 4.
Yeah, no, that's how I found you.
And I am absolutely trying to put guys on the spot and say, hey, show us this, you know,
Right,
because
but
what
you
we're
bring
given,
nothing, though.
because, well, I bring that water is level. This is what I bring. That water is level, and that
Right.
from over a 10-mile stretch of water,
Okay.
we can see beaches. We can see a 6-foot man standing on the other side.
From 10
over
miles,
the-
you can see beaches. I would have to see that. Oh, that's right. You don't have any footage.
Well, if you haven't been out to observe this stuff, you probably won't. But it's a matter
Actually,
of
I
fact.
have.
It's
what
a
do you call
matter
it?
of fact.
Right over here in Beagle.
Let me finish this point. That we can see the island. We can see all of the white cliffs of Dover from France. That's a
All of
famous, it's a well-known, well-recorded fact. But it's 300 feet of curvature according to this formula that we're given by mainstream
300 feet
science.
of drop, isn't it?
Drop, curvature. So
Those
if
aren't
I'm
the same
standing
thing. You understand that, right?
Well, why don't you explain what the difference is?
Okay. Let's look at this trash can here real quick. Okay, so let's just say this is a cross section of a sphere. Okay, a circle. Okay. Now, if I'm looking out this way, straight out this way, if something goes down 300 meters, that's drop. Okay. However, from this location, I can still see a good portion of that. Okay? Because I'm looking down like this. I'm sorry if I'm using my finger. So I got it. Okay. So drop and hidden height are two totally different things. You get that, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I accept that. Let's just say I'm at this point here, as you suggest, and I'm looking over here, and the drop is 300 feet, 300 meters.
Okay.
Then I obviously wouldn't expect to see anything that was below my line of sight, because I can't see over the curve. I can't see unless I go higher. Unless I go up higher than my 6 foot. In fact, obviously you understand that in perspective, like a crow's nest and a lighthouse.
Right. There's a reason why they're that high.
That seems further. So I would accept that I might be able to see downward a little bit. But I'm saying that I'm looking straight ahead of me. And that according to the mainstream science, as I look straight ahead of me over the body of water, there's a drop. It's called curvature or drop, if you like. And that drop from me to the place that I'm looking at is a total of 300 feet. Now, that means that my friend who's standing in the distance at that other place, he's standing on a beach 300 feet below my position. Right? Now, I accept that if the towers above him were 300 feet tall, I would be able to see the tops of those towers. But I wouldn't be able to see my friend.
Okay, I really don't think you're getting what I'm saying here. Let me use your picture over here.
You don't get it.
So, I'm standing here at 0.
Yes.
Okay, I'm standing here at 0. Looking out this way. Okay. Now let's say, just for argument's sake, okay, I have a tower that's 542 miles high, which is what this is showing. Right? You're saying that because this 542 meters is the drop, I wouldn't see any. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying if my line of sight is this straight line here.
That's just where that's level from your eye level.
Yeah. Then, but the thing is that what we're saying is that you're standing here and trying to see something that's meant to be 500 meters or 500 miles in this case, lower than you. And what includes that is all of this bulging of water.
A portion of it, yeah. But you wouldn't. But are you in fact saying that at this distance, if I had a 542 mile tower, let's just be hypothetical. If I had a 542 mile tower, that me standing here, I shouldn't see any of it. Is that what you're saying?
No, I would expect for you to see the top of it.
Okay, then I'm going to tell you that your understanding of this is horribly off. Okay, horribly off. Because of the fact that this is drop. Just like this is drop and that's drop and all that. This is drop. Have you ever looked over a water slide or maybe even a hill as somebody's walking? Right? Yeah. Now, they can go down, their head could be as high as your feet, but over that hill, you'll still see a good portion of it. That's the difference between drop and hidden height. Hidden height would be a line that's drawn from here to here, and then how much this bulge comes up over that distance in the center. Okay. So therefore, that would be the hidden height subtract from here. So in this particular case, I don't know how high we're talking about being here, but it would only be about this much of it being covered. Okay, that's the difference between hidden height and drop.
Now, the example you give me of the man standing on the hill, I think that when I was looking down a hill, I would be able to look down. What we're trying to say in our example here is that we're looking straight ahead of us. We don't have the luxury of going to a higher elevation and looking down.
So if I'm looking down, if a hill is going down from me right now, there's a point where I will not be able to see any more of the ground at that point. And that point is the horizon.
But you remember, you're at the
hold
high
on.
point, right?
I'm talking about me standing here in front of a hill.
You're standing on the top of the tower, but essentially. You're saying I'm standing on the top and I'm looking down. Well, that's not with the example. We're saying let's go to
Can you not look down?
Well, if you go to the beach.
That doesn't make any sense, man.
No, well, if you're at the beach, and so everything is at your eye level, then you can't see. It's like if we had to lay our heads right on the surface of the floor now, we wouldn't be able to see over the edge. If there was if it was a bending walkway or something, and we put our heads on the floor, we wouldn't be able to see over that. We understand
the last
that,
part that you see is called the horizon.
But if we go to a higher point, then obviously we can see further, and we have the luxury
Right, because
of
the
looking
horizon
down.
goes further away.
So if I took a plane, for example, over the Mediterranean Sea, I would be able to look down upon ships that would have been invisible to me from sea level. Would you agree with that?
Depends on their distance if you would be able to see them at sea level.
Okay. Let's just say that I know for a fact, because I've seen this for myself, that I can see ships for 50, 100 miles from my view when I'm at 30,000 feet. I can see a radius of about 100 miles around me.
Sounds about right.
The ships are all look like they're on some kind of flat body of water. But if I were to go back to the beach and stand at a harbour, for example, well, I would only, because I'm so low now, I would only be able to see 3 to 5 miles, maybe a little further on a very clear or dry day.
And why is that?
That's perspective and angular resolution.
I'm sorry.
Okay, well, let me help
Perspective
you.
is just angular size at a distance. If the Earth was a plane, okay, if the Earth was a plane and I was standing at the beach, okay, there would only be the ability of my eyes to make out the ship, or my camera with a high zoom to make out the ship that would stop me from seeing the entire ship the entire time. Do you understand that?
It's because of your low position of view. So
No, there's no chance.
You just agreed with me that if we went in a plane at 30,000 feet,
You could see further.
ships for
Yes.
100 miles. Well, that's the difference in having a different resolution, or a different angle.
So you're saying the further away you get from something, the better you can see it.
No, the higher you get, which is why they
Is
put
getting
pros
further
next to
away.
Not necessarily. I mean, obviously,
It
the
is.
further you go away from something, the smaller it becomes, and the more atmosphere
No,
you
it's
have
getting
in the
further
way.
away. You know what a hypotenuse is? Okay. If I had this triangle right here, okay, let's say there was a line right here to this here, or well, screw it, we'll just use this triangle right here. Okay. Now, let's say this is sea level,
Yeah.
and I'm standing right here. If I go up higher, is this line longer or shorter than this line? It's longer. That means I'm further away.
Yeah.
So you're saying I can see better when I'm further away.
Well, I'm saying that if you're higher up, but you're not, I know you're wanting to make this about further away, but you've just
No, that is
accepted-
further away.
You've just accepted that you can see ships at 100 miles in the Mediterranean,
Yeah.
which is a lot further away than when I'm at the beach.
100%,
3
yeah.
to 5 miles away.
Right.
So yes,
Because you can
further
see
away. Why?
further over the curvature. When you get higher, you can see further over the curvature of the Earth.
If you went up into this bell tower over here, if you went up into this bell tower, you'd be able to see most of Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's not buildings in my way.
Okay, and you have a higher perspective. You see, that's why they make lighthouses. The light goes to the top of the building slide.
Tell you what,
and
bud.
it's the same reason why they have
Tell you
the top.
what, bud.
the
As I
crow's
said
nest
before,
at the top.
because right now I only have about 7 minutes to make it all the way over there. And then I'll drop it. Okay. But
Well, I've
Tell
got a
you
last
what.
question there, because you've got to go. Here's a last question. It's just a brain teaser for you. Here's the thing. If a ship is leaving my harbour and going down, let's say we're from America, let's just say you're in New York, and a ship is leaving New York and going to England, sailing to England, it's going down. Would you accept that?
yes,
Okay. So when it gets to England, when it arrives lower down at England, and then the ship turns
it's not
back
lower
around.
down.
Why not? You said you live on a boat. Well, then it's going down. Doesn't that mean it's
No, that wouldn't be going down. Okay, that is just moving to a different location equidistant from the center of the earth. So it's not going down. It's because when I go over, when I stand here and I look around, this is up. When I go over here and I stand here, this is up. So it's not going down.
No,
man, I'm doing the actual words.
Okay, you're saying the ship is going down. You see, you're saying the water.
It'll go below the horizon, yes, but it is not going down.
So the ship's not going down.
No.
It's saying
level from the center of the earth.
Or level on a flat plane.
If it was level on a flat plane, you'd still see it.
Well, we can still see it because
no,
we can
you
go
can't.
up higher and we can see it, or we can get a more powerful.
Why do you have to go up higher?
Because perspective again. We're talking.
Oh, okay. So once we go further away from it, we can see it.
No, once we go higher.
Once we go further away from it, don't mince the words, man. Once you go further away from it, you can see it better.
Well,
think about that. I gotta go.
All
you guys have a great
it's
day.
been really fun. Thanks for your time, mate. Good luck defending your balls.
Hi, Karen.
He said, yeah, I don't know if I can say this in the live stream. I said thanks.
Right, okay. Well, I was hoping he was going to explain to us gas pressure next to a vacuum, but obviously he couldn't stay for that long.
He didn't want to hear that?
Well, we didn't get round to that bit, but
if a ship's going down, then if a ship is leaving me and going down, then it must be arriving at a port that's lower than my current position. But when it gets to the current at the new position, is it going to go back up, or does it seem like it's going back down again? And of course, it seems like it's going back down, but they don't want to accept it. Oh, he speaks good German, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't understand perspective.
No, he doesn't understand perspective. He kept saying to me that, so you mean the higher I go, the further I get away, I can see further? It's not really that hard, is it?
There's a really short video with a coin over the table, you know that?
Yeah.
That's perspective.
Yeah.
The sun.
Well, that also is the angular resolution as well, because the higher you go, the longer you can see that coin. Or the further
that is why they go up on ships.
Yeah, the crow's nest. Correct. And the lighthouse. Yeah, these things are not hard. But they like to just get it all obfuscated over this and that.
But that's not a hard one, this guy, right?
Yeah, he's pretty hard-boiled ball protection. But this is how some of us we don't want to let go of what we like.
Yeah, but I think he's really a warrior for information.
But that's why they do it. It's very clever. The system is they train all of us, 100 of us, into this belief, and then 4 or 5 of them will defend it. They will do the work of the system. They don't need to pay trolls to come out and do this because people will defend their belief.
Basically, I don't think this guy was a paid troll. He does it on his own. This is really sad.
Well, I mean, it's the nature of the game. Not everyone's meant to see it. Maybe they never see it. I've been sort of standing in the streets for a while talking to people and thinking initially that people would see it easily, but no, not everyone's going to see it.
Do you drink a bottle of vodka in the morning or something?
A bottle of? Alcohol?
No, it's not alcohol. It's like my father on English. This is some stuff which makes you calm. But Baldwin is not strong. It's got some drugs.
I've been hoping to get hold of some
okay, Roxanne, we're waiting.
The whole time I've been out here, I had my weed stolen from me by the police a year ago, so my problem. So I'm working without weed, and that would be my normal kind of calming thing. But I don't get too worked up by these people anymore because I've had so many of these conversations that I don't take it personally. And it's not about me, and it's not really even about them. It's about we're in a system that is designed to protect itself, and for these people like to try and protect itself. Editors of newspapers, bankers, all the people that are all set up to be going to defend the system, defend. And you know, like the character Jesus, he went around and just said, hey, listen, you know, these people are going to do their thing, but I've got to do my thing and do it in a way of love. You know, and that's all I'm trying to do is do it in a way of love. There's plenty of good conversations to be had, but every now and again you'll get one with a guy who's just going to go, fuck you, I do not want to hear that I don't live on my ball, I want to live on my ball. And those guys basically
Difficult concept. I think Jesus is a concept.
yeah, but I'd say to people, I think we all have that.
Or a kind of state of vibration or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
The
A
sound,
Christ-like vibration. Yeah, yeah,
but the concept is
yeah. I think the concept is that it's like almost like that we, each of us, have that Christ potential.
Yeah.
We have that ability to the higher vibration.
if you vibrate, that's
Yeah.
that vibration. You are Jesus.
Yeah.
You are the Jesus vibrator.
Yeah.
Vibration.
And that's a good one, yeah. But no, that's what we are, and well, that's what we have the potential for. But we have a higher vibration and we have a lower vibration, and there's people who will fight to defend their lower vibration to the death. You know, and I think Splice or Spartan
Hi, Roxanne.
of that, and I don't have a problem with that. You know why? Because the forest needs both the dark and the light, and the night and the day, and our system has been overcome by the dark.
Good, I look forward to him coming. I just noticed something.
No wonder why there is 12 hours of dark and 12 hours of day.
Yeah. But we live in a
Don't know if
world
you can see that. The name of the cafe.
Your name is Stephen, eh? Yeah. This is Stephen. He's a flat earther, and he's driven 250 k's with his wife or partner. What's your name? Marianne. Who they drove 250 k's, which is about 180 yuan.
Well, Sin was one of them. The other one was Einstein Cafe.
We're very grateful that you've taken the time to come out. They obviously speak German, which is a bonus. And
But there are no German-speaking guys, and even in Frankfurt there was one. And all the others speak English.
oh, really?
Yeah, but because Frankfurt is a town of bankers and some,
Bankers in Slice Parkane.
yeah, there are some holdings and banks and insurance.
Right.
And there has a big fan.
Right.
Nothing more. And Bardison.
Okay. Oh, well, it's made it worthwhile anyway, coming to meet you guys.
That's too bad that it's raining.
Yeah, shame about the weather. We're on to Luxembourg tomorrow, so
I hope
we'll have
that
to take you with us. But they speak German there too?
a little bit.
I think the normal language is French.
Oh,
French, and they have a special
Dutch derivative.
thing. Yeah, so it's a boycott.
I'm really stoked that we had Sly come and see us. I wonder if he lives around here. He just happened to be in the area. Because he's like a well-known troll of flat Earth. Actually, I knew the name initially. When I spoke to him, I didn't realize. I've heard his name.
He didn't say, he immediately said he has a channel and so on, and then I immediately knew he was not a guy who wants to learn, he's a guy to troll.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he ran away.
Oh well, I'm glad I came in and had that conversation.
Yeah, you say so. But I don't think he learned anything as well.
No, he's heard all of this stuff before, and of course people are deaf to, this is what I find sometimes, I'm talking in the street to people and giving them information, and then they're already racking up the next, no, it can't be this, no, it can't be that, and I've got something else to throw to you, why this, why the sun, why these things, why those things, rather than, okay, let's slowly unpick. Because of all of us, I suppose, just like with me, and you guys are the same, where it was like little threads at a time that came away and went, ooh, this isn't right, ooh, this isn't right, this isn't right. And so eventually, maybe the whole picture is being mistalked.
It's difficult because there's even Einstein Cafe. Did you see?
The Einstein Cafe, well spotted. I think we might have to go there for a little flat smack. Einstein Cafe, which is right next to a shop called Schmuck, which
No, this has Schmuck, this has jewelry. Schmuck is jewelry.
Ah, okay. Well, because we think Schmuck is like, you schmuck. I've lost my. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we'll have to go and flat smack the Einstein Cafe with you. fake gravity.
Yeah, I zoomed into it earlier.
Einstein was the relativity theory, which is could be both. But there are not one. There's not one linear movement in all of this marble thing which doesn't exist. So, you know, I know it's all different.
They totally don't. They don't get it at all, or they don't even notice it.
They get it afterwards. The album then.
You have deductions in their umbrella. One guy told me, and I said, you are a really fascist guy. And then I had a look.
Yeah, it's a very different.
My theory was because they have these shoes for the farms, so you need to walk like that.
Yeah, well, I wonder about that. I think the Chinese people also told that they're somehow, they're different from us. They've got some bad. Hey guys, anyone speak German? English? English. Fantastic. Have you heard about this? Did you read the information?
Would you like a leaflet?
Okay, thank you. That's we're going to try and find a charity shop. Thirty-six people in the chat and 19 thumbs up. Right, hi. Where are you from? Portugal. Okay, we're going to visit Portugal in a few weeks' time, actually.
Where are you going?
I can't remember. Yeah, I think we might be in Porto, but I have to be honest, it's a bit far away for me to be sure. We're traveling around Europe just telling people that we've been deceived about the nature of the world that we live in. We might be far more special, far more important than our science would have us believe. For 45 years of my life, I believed I was a monkey or descended from a monkey, because I believed evolution. Do you still believe evolution? Yes. Okay. All right. So evolution says that 4.5 billion years ago, something happened in our solar system, and then a few billion years ago, our planet came into a Goldilocks zone. It got struck by a moon. Some material landed on Earth and became slime. That slime became a fish. That fish became an amphibian, a marsupial. And marsupial became a monkey. The monkey became you. Right. That's basically, in a nutshell, where we come from, according to our modern science. Let me tell you that couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is that you were created perfect. Perhaps you are the creator, or this is our creation. And our science, our leaders, our rulers, our religions, orders, and our governments want us never to know that.
How do you know that?
I know that that's reverse engineering. So I've given you the sort of final answer that's taken me like 4 or 5 years to work out, since I discovered a few years ago that there is a pineal gland in the center of my brain, and you can open that pineal gland with DMT, ayahuasca. You heard of ayahuasca? Okay. Ayahuasca is a plant medicine that the shamans use in South America. I had a plant medicine. Wild. No, ayahuasca. Ayahuasca. Dimethyltryptamine is created. Anyway, I won't go too far down that road. What stopped me was that I found that there's a formula for the curvature of the ball Earth. Because we live on a ball, and we all believe that we live on a ball, there should be a formula, a mathematical formula for establishing the sphericity or the rotundity or roundness of that ball. Do any of you know the formula for the curvature? Okay, pi r squared. Okay, so could you tell me over 10 miles how much the water is going to bend?
How many miles?
10.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question.
How many miles the water is going to?
Bend. Okay? 10 miles. Because we live on a ball, remember, aside from the clever maths, pi r squared. If we live on a ball, I should be able to measure over 10 miles the amount that it bends, the water bends. Okay?
understand what's Benzis to go over the earth.
Yeah, to go around, because you know they
Around
say blue marble. Have you heard the
Bending?
expression blue marble?
This is
Yeah, we
bending.
live on a marble. Yeah. So if we live on a marble, yeah, you should be able to measure the bending. You said pi r squared, but what I will offer to you is that Pythagoras says and AutoCAD says that if we live on a 24,900 mile ball, it should bend in the order of 8 inches per mile squared. So for every mile squared we go away from ourselves, it's 8 inches. So by 10 miles, which is 10 times 10 miles squared, times 8 is 800 inches or 66 feet, 65, 66 feet. Right? That's how much they say our ball should be bending. But I realized that heck, I've never seen that. Because I can see 10 miles over water on a clear day.
Yeah, but just because you can see it, that doesn't mean it's not real.
Oh, okay. So that's why I asked if you could measure it. Because it's important that we don't use our optical weakness, because we certainly have limitations to our optics.
Yeah, but you have to understand, even PR square, P is not a finite number, so you never get an exact number when you try to calculate the roundness. Okay?
So that leaves us in a bit of a
I'm not an
quandary.
expert, okay, but from what I know from maths, I'm not.
But think, okay, so none of us need to be experts to realize that there's either two options. With a flat Earth, water is provably going to be level over any distance.
That's what what is your point?
Well, my point is that the water is flat, that water is level, sea is level, that the Suez Canal is level for 120 miles, that the Mediterranean Sea is level from one side to the other.
And the planet is also flat.
That, well, it's not a planet, it's a plane, and that there's no such thing as planets floating in space.
No, but tell me something. We have like photographs from space of the Earth.
Okay. So as a friend of mine, he says that we've also got photographs of the Loch Ness Monster.
Why
should
someone? What's the point of someone lying to us regarding the roundness of the Earth?
To rob you of the truth that I started this conversation with, to say, you know, that you are not important, that you come from monkeys. That's why. To steal from you your energy, to steal from you your life, to steal from you your soul. That's what the point would be. So let's go back to the photograph. What if we can demonstrate that NASA has been giving us
So what you're saying is they are giving us nowadays scientific proof, because nowadays people's mind cannot accept like God created man. So in order to like reassure people, they are now giving like scientific proof. Is that what you're saying?
Do you believe in a religion? Are you a religious man?
I don't believe in any specific religion, but since I can't prove that God does not exist, I won't say it does not exist.
I think that's a good view to have, a really healthy view to have. But I would offer you the idea that there's all different religions, and they can't all be true. So those
religion itself is good for man.
So what would be the point of religion?
Just because you don't know something that doesn't mean it's not true, just because you can't see, like you can never see the roundness of the earth, that doesn't mean it's not true. As long as you have any kind of not absolute truth, but something that can get you close to that absolute truth, like a picture from the space station, which is how you know. Nowadays, with the flow of information, if something happens on the world, it can't be liked. Okay, so you got it on something. I'm not an expert. I'm saying again, but sorry to tell you that, but I don't believe. Nevertheless, I would like to have a flyer of yours because I would like to explore some of the earth.
Fantastic. We don't think the space station is real, so just look into that.
I can get Thank you for your time.
Cheers, guys. But that wasn't my most fruitful interaction. So sorry about that. It is cold out here. Yeah, I should have spent a little bit more time being directed. Oh, good.
Benjamin say? You're doing great.
Oh, Benjamin, he's younger than me. So, yeah.
Yeah, he's younger than me too.
Oh, is it?
How old are you? 44.
Okay. Yeah. I don't like being fulfilled by anyone, really.
Yeah, people that are behind.
Ah, yes. Maybe that's true.
You cannot.
Can I hide that? How can I hide it? Alright, what's that, Sven? Oh, maybe Sven is getting.
Yeah, so we should be here soon.
Yeah?
Oh, what's that?
A group of slaves. Are they German?
It seems so.
Okay. What was that, what's the phrase in German again for Earth is flat?
Die Erde ist flach.
Die Erde ist flach?
Die Erde ist
Die
flach.
Erde ist flach.
With E.
Ah, Erde.
Erde.
Erde ist flach. Erde ist flach.
Die Erde ist
Nein.
Doch?
Oh? Nein. Erde ist flach. Just having a bit of calling in a little bit of noise.
Yeah, perhaps I hear it.
Yeah, that's what me and Adam were doing that in Italy. Die Erde ist flach. Nein.
I want to get good as Adam.
Would you like some information?
Danke, wir haben unsere Dame gefunden. Ja, aber...
Would you like some info? Would you like?
Have a loud hair, which I might pull out later on. I don't want to upset the locals too much. Sometimes when we whip it out, we get sent away, so I better hang on to
Right
it.
in German, you have to say
Die Erde. Oh, right. So
You can't
not
say
say.
without.
Okay.
In this case.
You know, I speak Afrikaans, which is similar in some ways. You know,
Yeah,
we would
it is.
say in Afrikaans we would say die Aarde is plat.
Yeah. This is like in Dutch.
Yeah, Aarde is plat. Die Aarde.
The cool thing is if you smoke weed in German,
Would you like some information?
if you are stoned, I'm
Oh, really?
yeah. And so we think it's very funny to say the art is blood.
Well, smoking weed does help, I think, to keep your mind free from this.
Absolutely.
You know, some of the,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think.
the mind, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why they like alcohol, because I think somehow
Yeah.
it entrains the mind a bit more.
Absolutely. I just quit smoking two months ago or something like that, but just because we have no weed.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
didn't want to.
Yeah.
But I smoked I think 20 years in a row, so it's good to take some time off.
It is, yeah.
And then at Christmas or something like that, we'll get some weed again.
Yeah.
When it comes to us.
Yeah, Shaman in Africa said to me once, you know, you should smoke 5 days a week and take 2 days off. I've never really been able to manage that. You know, if I've got weed in my house,
I know that problem.
Yeah,
I like to smoke it, you know.
Has to be gone.
Yeah. I don't like to get too stoned, like I can't get off the sofa. That's not
Yeah, I'm an artist, and weed and art is one.
Hand in
If
hand,
I'm-
yeah.
I always have a joint here and my computer here and make my art. And
Do you have like a website that people can look at?
yeah, I forgot it's
Steven, yeah?
Yeah.
What, well, why didn't you tell people so they can want to?
Yeah, I didn't do something because I thought you can earn money with that thing, but art. There are too many artists which are good.
Yeah.
And I'm not even good. So, but I do a lot of paintings and graphics, and I start writing. I already have a short story, but it's in German. So someday I will, because a lot of it carries German, and translate some poems I made, and perhaps in the next months or weeks I will translate it to English.
Oh, right.
Perhaps I do it online then.
Yeah. And
It's
then
not
let
about
us know.
enough, it's older. Or not really older. I won't spoil anything.
Okay, well, make sure to
Perhaps-
drop us a link though, you know, for the
Yeah.
because we need to support one another.
Yeah.
Lisa does
It's
some
on Steven.
fantastic work, you know, her poetry and Their writings and stuff like that are brilliant. You know?
Yeah. If you get older, you realize that poems are not that stupid as you thought of when you were young.
Yeah.
Because you can put a lot of things in some small words, and there are things from different, like you said, logos. Logos means that it has meaning. Yeah? But for example, if a child looks at a flag, it completely thinks something different than a mature guy or even an old guy. Because everything looks at the same thing. Everybody looks at the same thing. It has a complete different perception, but it's the same logos. And that's the same thing like poems. It can be many facets of one thing, all in one, like life.
Yeah, and it means different things. I mean, and some of the poetry Lisa has read for us recently, she wrote at a different time in her life, but now it has a whole bunch of different relevancy.
I also wrote some things and read it nowadays, and how did I know? But I didn't know. I just wrote it down. And I think good art comes from you. It comes from somewhere else.
Yes.
It has from your soul from above, and there you know, so you give it to the person. And my father is dead already. Her father is dead already. I liked her father a lot. I have very much respect for him, and I think he's always with me, helping me with jokes. I was always the guy who makes as many jokes as possible, and nowadays I feel I have more, and I think they come from them.
Fantastic. Well, there's no death. I think the energy returns to ether.
No, nature doesn't throw anything away.
You won't get rid of me anytime, anywhere. Yeah, always there. It says that there is existence, and if something exists, it is there. So it was forever there, and there is no non-existence. If it's existent, then it's there. So it's immortal. And our body is just a car. Just drive.
Temporary vehicle.
Yeah, and then we go somewhere to make holiday or to the bathroom and buy another car, drive some kilometers, buy the next car. Yeah, and you improve. And I think we are here to learn. Nothing else. To learn what love is. I think nobody really can tell that he really knows what love is because therefore he's here watching.
Yes. Wow. When I had, wow, that's awesome. So when I had my DMT experience in 2015, I was immersed in total love of a magnitude I'd never even heard of.
Yeah, you can't put it into words and you just feel it.
It was like so amazing, so complete, so wonderful. And I think that perhaps that's what we've meant to learn here is to rediscover that love.
Yeah.
We live in a place of
love.
Yeah, we live in a place of hate and fear and all that sort of stuff. But over time, perhaps we eventually come back to that love. Whether this world is just always going to be here as a hate place where people have got to come and fight their way. I like to use the analogy of Shawshank Redemption. You know the movie Shawshank Redemption? No? Okay. Well, it's a guy is put into jail, and he never did the crime of killing his wife and stuff like that, but he's framed for it, has a terrible time in jail, but manages to beat the system, and has to crawl out of these. Finally, wakes his way up, but has to crawl out of the sewage pipe, out of the shit pipe, and eventually, when he comes out of the other side, he has this beautiful life on a beach with a boat, very simple, clean life.
Like Down by Law.
Yeah.
Down by Law is the same thing. It's a small Italian guy. We reach our window. You can look out. In the prison cell. These guys. And then it has an ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. And then the whole prison yells it in the end. And they sit down. That's a really funny movie. And sad. And this is why there has to be hate. And there has to be bad things, because if all was loving here,
Yeah.
There's no point in learning.
You need the dark to have the light.
Yeah. To learn what light is.
Yes, yes. Without the darkness, there can be no light.
Yeah, many years I was very depressed because I did all this conspiracy stuff, and you learn about Rothschild, you learn about the banks, the money system, this oppressing system, the whole system which tries to pull you down and tries to keep you down. And I was very depressed. You don't leave the house, you don't do nothing. And someday you have to stay so long in bed that even bed is boring. but someday you start to realize, okay, that's not it. Yeah, that's not it. I have to do something different. And then I found God. Yeah, it's a long story, but long and short.
So you started to free your mind.
Yeah, and this is what last year I had a very hard time. We had to move, had to leave our flat or apartment where we stayed for 10 years or something like that. We had some stress, and it was a really hard time. And there was one night I cried for 6 hours in a row or something like that. Went out, and the garbage man tossed beer on my head. It was really a nice day. And someday in the evening I just kneeled down and said, I'm sorry for all what I've done, and prayed to God. I wasn't a believer before, I was more of an atheist. I started to grow up as a Catholic child, but Catholicism, and I hate the Vatican still. And then I just prayed. But then nothing happened. I did nothing. And then my father died. And this was many years ago, and afterwards I felt nothing. I was really shocked that I feel nothing. The only thing I saw was this thing. It was burned. It was in this ceramic vase. And the only thing I thought, my father's too big for this little thing. It doesn't fit in there. And this was the only thing I was feeling and thinking at the funeral, and I was really shocked of myself. But I think it was a shock. And after half a year, the nightmares started. And I had nightmares. They were really horrible, with zombies and killing and arms ripped off, everything tossed apart. And in the middle, my father was at some restaurant at the takeout. I'm doing good. Oh, everything is fine. They say, you are ill. You have to die. And I hoped he dies someday in a dream that I can finish this thing. But he never did. He always said, oh, I'm fine. And then years later, I had panic attacks. Then I sat in the room, and you ever had a panic attack? It's really horrible.
I know often.
You get fear, and it grabs your whole body. And then I always had to go to her and we have to hug, and it went away. But someday I was in the shower and got it because I was so dumb. He said, now everything is good. Because he spoke of the moment he's now in, because he's now somewhere else and everything is good. And that is what he wanted to tell me. And I immediately got it. It was one sentence. How didn't you get that? And from this moment on, I never had a nightmare ever again. And since then, sometimes when I have big things in my life or something, I know he comes in the dream to me and speaks with me. And now I got it. There was another thing. I found it in Facebook. This was just a little thing of a book, and in a red thing, and it says, if you have fear, just sing. Because if you sing, the same space in the brain is needed, which needs fear. And if you sing, the fear will go away. So, sounds interesting. I will try it. And then I had another panic attack and just sang a song. It was a really dumb German punk song from Die Ärzte. Junge, warum hast du nichts gelernt? Boy, why didn't you learn something good? And buy a car and so on. And I think I was at the third word or something like that. The fear was gone immediately. Then next time I was in the shower and didn't know what to sing, so I sang Hallelujah, Hallelujah. When I was at Halle, and the fear was gone. And I said, this cannot be evolution. It cannot emerge by chance. That this thing, this genius thing, that you have just to sing it. And that was the moment I knew there is a God. Because this just don't happen by chance.
Not for monkeys that came out
No.
of a light Big Bang.
You take some Aminosäure, was ist Aminosäure auf Englisch?
Amino acids.
Amino acid. You don't take some amino acid, toss it into somewhere, and something like that
They can't do it in a
comes out
lab
of
today.
it.
They can't make anything in a lab
And that
today.
was
like
then
that.
the moment. First I had these dreams, and this was the moment I knew there is a God. And then came nothing. And some weeks ago, there was a really bad morning. We were arguing, and it was a shitty day. And I went out.
Super honest, yeah.
Yeah, I
Love it.
am
I love
always.
it. No, I
You
love
never lie.
I love it. I love it. And be
Never
honest
lie.
and have your heart on your shoulder, man. I admire that.
Yeah, I'm a really going out guy. I go into the Pope and say, you are an asshole. No
Hey,
problem.
schmuck!
Yeah.
Jack would
Something
like that. Schmuck!
Yeah.
So carry on. I'm interested.
Where was I?
A few weeks ago you were talking about
Okay.
the argument.
And then so I go for a walk. It was really rainy morning and so on.
Yeah.
And then I was in some field where the lawn is and so on. Hey, you have to pray. Perhaps it gets better then. If I kneel down in the grass, my trousers get wet.
Yeah.
Better save your life or wet trousers. I kneel down and pray. And I didn't know what to say. What can I say? And I said, okay, I'm just a dumb guy, sorry, and so on. And after that, everything improved immediately. Yeah, the day went nice. The days afterwards were nice, and so on. I cannot explain it. It's very difficult to explain. The only thing I can say is I know there is a God. I know, and you can try for yourself. Just go to people and say to them, I know there is a God. If these guys have too many demons in them, guys like you wouldn't do that. With you, there starts an interesting communication and conversation. But if these guys are too much into demon things, they won't look at you ever again.
Yeah.
They will do only something like that. It works to 100%. I tell you. Perhaps you find someone. Yeah, but try it.
That song, I like that song Hallelujah though.
Yeah.
I heard there was a perfect chord.
With the guy with the
That one?
clarinet.
No. No. Oh, this is not. This is a very sad song. Do you know the real lyrics? He rapes her and so on. This is a really bad song. Owen Benjamin did a show about this.
Oh really?
Yeah. He changes the, and that's how they rule you.
Yeah, because I have wondered about the lyric where he ties me to a kitchen chair. And all of that. I have thought,
He rapes her and kills her. This is a very sad song. But I sang only just Hallelujah, Hallelujah. After the third time, I really heard joyous of Hallelujah. Okay, I'm very old and my ears get broke.
You had the tinnitus.
Yeah.
Me too.
In the shower, and always when I'm in the shower, I always hear singing something like that. Yeah.
Wow, Steve, I fucking love your story, my friend. And I really applaud your honesty.
That's the only way to get out of here.
Yeah.
I know it. My father was not a guy who went to university or was some doctor. The only thing he said to me, never lie. And I do that since all my life, and I always have problems with that.
Yeah.
If you talk to these normal zombies there, they will smack you. They will. If you go in, they all say, everything is good. But if you go away, they will droop to fuck your ass. But fuck it.
They're just schmucks! Schmucks!
yeah, something like that.
Wow, I just noticed that Sly Sparkane has lie in his name. That's an interesting.
Yeah, the song Believe has lie in it.
Believe belies the lie within.
Yeah.
Belies the lie within.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Always the truth.
And you know what? I mean, this is maybe why I don't want to stop doing what I do. Go around telling people the truth about the world and so on. I don't. But I also, as we were saying earlier on, this world, somehow it seems to need to have this darkness in it. I would love for the entire world to turn around and become just light and beautiful.
Would be too boring.
But yeah, however, I think we're meant to go around and help those people, pull out those people who are meant to be helped.
These people who want help and say, please help me. They have to be helped immediately. You have to run to them and help them immediately.
Yeah.
Because that's the right thing to do.
This is why we're doing it.
Yeah.
to help those people that have to be helped.
Yeah, and
But
in your case, you can show them the door, but they have to walk through it
themselves.
alone.
Absolutely. I'm not here to convert you. I'm here to alert you. That's what I tell
this is
people.
cool. This is
I'm here to alert
cool
you.
saying.
And
I will rip that.
Thank you. You can absolutely. And you know, it's about saying there's some things you need to pay attention to. And if you go and do this work, perhaps you're going to walk through the door. And if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. And you know, it's not like that's why I try not to get angry about it anymore, because it's like if you're not one of those that's meant to walk through the door, maybe your next life, or maybe in some other iteration, or maybe you just never are. You were maybe always meant to be on the dark side. I don't know, and I can't expect to.
Look, I am your father. Yeah, but I think this is what the song Stairway to Heaven is about. The last thing is to be a rock and not to roll. It's very fun in our case. It doesn't move.
And upon this rock.
Yeah. Flat rock.
Ah, yes, without curvature. I want to quickly go and while I just noticed this. Do you look into mud flood at all? Have you looked into that?
Yeah, I know.
You see this Brillen Weiss shop over here. You see at the bottom, underneath the window there, it's got a little thing, but on the other side, bigger thing.
Yeah, it is.
And
Here it's not too
here.
here it's not too good. But in Freiburg there are many old houses with these doors with steps to it and so on.
Yeah.
I believe there was something like that. The last catechism was there.
Yes. Well, the interesting thing is,
And this is a hill anyway,
Yeah, well,
so you can't really tell.
well, yeah, but maybe it was built on. Maybe the slope came afterwards. Because it's like, why wouldn't you, if you were building this, why wouldn't you build it all level? You know, if you go into some of these buildings, I'm fairly sure they'll have basements in
Yeah,
them.
and the basement has to be flat. Because otherwise it would be very difficult to build a house.
So no, and the thing is that sometimes it's very old buildings. Like some of these might be quite clearly old, and sometimes they're not
They're
that
very
old.
old. If it's not fake, what you see, but this is called Fachwerk.
Facade.
This is technique. The facade is wooden things, which must be old because it's only done in old house. The modern houses don't have that. And they have to be old. If it's not fake, it's very new.
Yeah, sometimes it's just done to look like the
For sure. But I don't think so. Because this is called Römerberg and the Romans. I don't really believe in the Romans because this is another thing.
Yeah.
A lot of history is true and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't think anything is really true. I don't even think that the Greeks really existed. I think the books were written in Florence and in Italy in the 1600s by some people. But this is a long story.
Yeah.
Do you know the channel News? Russian?
Yes.
Lady? Strange nowadays because they are the Russian university is more official nowadays because they just write books to sell them to people. But I think in the beginning he was a good guy.
Have you heard this, my friend? You speak English? Have you looked into that theory yet?
Yeah, but
You're not getting it. Look into water level and the curvature formula for Earth, because there's no curvature on Earth.
I've run out of leaflets.
Huh? You run out of leaflets? Oh, I got a few. Is the bag behind there?
I tried to feel in it, I couldn't get any.
Oh, there should be loads.
Well, maybe there is, but it's hard for me to grab holding the camera.
I can give them a link.
With one
Can I
hand.
give you a flyer, my friend? Some information? No thanks? Sorry to interrupt you. Hi. Good, how are you? Good. Oh, well, have you looked into the ladder theory? Have you heard of it?
I ruined all the flyers
no, but
because it's so cold.
Yeah.
You good?
I could emerge it for that.
Because of water, the physics of water, or?
I think so.
Yeah.
You know, the water.
Vertex says hello.
You know,
Vertex.
you know, the
Oh,
government,
hi, Vertex.
the global, the I don't know how do you say that. The United Nations, they talk about the water.
It says he's chatted
whatever
to
is
you
stable,
on...
you know, whatever.
Yeah, we
but
talked
it's
yesterday
clean,
in VC.
But
Yeah.
in the reality, it might not be, you know.
It might not be what clean.
Yeah, or that's
Well,
what
I
you're
would like
saying,
to hand
but I
out
have
some
to take a
leaflets,
look.
but it looks like
there are
Yeah,
only,
if you say that water
Chinese
is
tourists.
level,
like-
yeah, and they
this-
never pick up leaflets.
you know,
No.
and we can't measure
I
any
asked a
curvature.
couple
And the
times,
United
but-
Nations,
Everyone that's too cold
uses
with
their
umbrellas.
logo.
I managed to give two
their
or something
flag,
like
their
that.
logo.
Yeah.
They used like what we consider to be a flat Earth map.
Right.
Do you know where
So
Sven
that's
is?
an interesting.
He should be on his way, and
So
Jack should be back
you think
soon
that
as well. By the
possibly
time they
that
come
there is-
back, I don't
because
suppose there's going to be many people here because it's only going to get darker and colder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have to go out
Right.
somewhere
You know,
because
we
we are
think
in
that
the
the body of
parking
water that we
in a
know
house,
is our
in a
seven oceans.
garage.
Yeah.
And it's of the Holiday Inn, and I think they close it.
Yeah.
And we
Some suggest
don't
it's
want to sleep in the Holiday Inn this night.
Yeah,
But I think we can stay till 6 or something like that.
Okay.
If it's too cold, we can help you to roll everything up and so on.
Okay.
I don't really know, but I can tell you that all the experiments we
The
do.
only thing which is cold by now is my big toes. Yeah, the rest is warm.
The Earth doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
We can't do a
Well, I mean,
science
I'm wearing
experiment.
a glove
Shows it.
and my hand's still cold.
Demonstrates it.
Yeah. Well, 2 days
You
ago
can
it was
see
so
that
warm.
something
Started to
turned.
get really cold.
Yesterday,
Yesterday it wasn't so bad where we were. It was cold, but it was bearable.
yeah,
But today's even worse.
yeah, in Germany
Yeah.
it's cold since the day before yesterday.
Right, yeah.
Suddenly,
So we
drops
say that,
10 or 15 degrees.
Our
Yeah.
science
Yeah, well, it's November, so.
Well, what we're thinking, we tried to look up how to say the Earth is flat in Chinese because we see so many Chinese tourists. But when we tried to pronounce
I
it,
posted it in the chat,
Yeah.
but I
We
don't
couldn't
know how
do
to
it.
say it.
yeah.
Somebody posted some Chinese thing in the chat in some stream the day before yesterday, and I did it in the translator, and that was the Earth is flat or the Earth is flat, but I don't know the words.
yeah.
There you have to be something
I
different.
couldn't pronounce it. We tried to listen to the audio on Google Translate,
I
and
know
we
what
still couldn't.
I know what good morning
Even
means.
between all of us, we couldn't do it.
I know good morning.
Yeah.
Sao Shang Hao.
Right, okay.
Hello is Ni Hao. This is
Yeah.
But yeah,
And so we thought what we need to do is create a kind of banner
support that.
with the Earth is flat written in Chinese, and we can just hold it up when we see a group of tourists.
I can send when we are at home. I send you the letters, so you can do it on something.
Yeah.
But I think in the south, in France and Portugal and Spain, there are not that many Chinese people.
No.
Why? There are many of them. They
Well,
are
actually, in
everywhere.
Spain, there's lots of Chinese
Yeah, they are everywhere.
hardware stores. I noticed.
There's lots of excuses by the mainstream that say the reason you can't see this is because your market is too small, or with this formula and with this amount of millions and billions of years, then this kind of thing will happen. Well, we're no longer willing to accept that. It's the same as religions that say, oh, this happened, just trust us. You know, you can't see it yourself because it happened a long time ago. Just take our word for it. Well, we're not willing to do that. We can't experiment it for ourselves. We can't show it for ourselves. And we say, no, it probably doesn't work.
So what is the suggestion or solution that is your organization thinking about it? Or?
Okay, well, just to say that we're not particularly concerned about being called an organization. We're just concerned human beings who are eager to try and spread this truth. Some people would say what we need to do is overturn the government and the educational system and reteach people. But I'm not sure that the system is ever going to allow that to happen.
Right,
I think it's much more a case of trying to empower individuals to find their own divinity within themselves. So part of what my mission, if you like, in life I think now is to try and encourage people to realize firstly that we've been bamboozled by the people that we're meant to trust. And because of that, they've robbed us of our true senses. So once you start to reclaim your own true senses, you will start to trust yourself a lot more than the authorities that have been put above us, whether it be a religion, a government, a scientific theory or whatever.
Right.
And as you start to take back your own true divinity, your own sovereignty, your own power, you will no longer subjugate yourself to these ideas that have been pressed upon us. And as you do that, you will perhaps raise your own soul vibration, your soul journey here, whilst you're on this earth, which might have a fantastic implications for your own journey through whatever this wonderful, incredible
reality realm that we live in is. As I was saying to my friend over there a minute ago, you know, I think that we are infinite beings of, you know, that never die. We might lose this body, or we'll lose this body, but we will never actually die as souls. But we're on some kind of soul mission, and the system here wants to keep us in some sort of dark, lower vibration soul journey. But your creator, your creation, wants for us to rise and become higher vibration souls, and over a lifetime or over many lifetimes to rise such that we might achieve some higher heaven or some Eden or some special outcome for our soul journey. That's what I'm offering, or that's what I'm hoping for.
It makes sense. I mean, you know, a lot of government in the rest of the world, in the whole world, they don't want to say something. They try to hide something. You know, it's not only this country, maybe many countries doing the same things. But now internet is just let the people understanding a lot of things more than before. So, you know, the things that you are talking about, the water or something, I believe so, you know.
Where are you from?
I'm from Hong Kong.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of funny things going on in China right now.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah, people are sort of unhappy with the status quo there.
Yeah, the people in there.
Yeah, but you're right. People are empowering themselves with the internet and realizing that a lot of the dogma, the doctrines that we've been given, a lot of the fear porn, the control that's been put on us, the us versus them, the red versus the blue, Russians versus Americans, the Cold War, the Chinese this, and the Koreans that, and all that is all designed to stop us from ever finding this sort of loving vibration with each other and with our nature, you know, because in the forest, nature is working in harmony with itself.
Exactly.
But in the city, nature is killing itself. And that's not by accident. That is definitely by design. We've been pushed into these mega cities and designed to get sick, designed to want to be greedy. And, you know, they talk about the 7 deadly sins.
Okay.
And these 7 deadly sins are being offered to us every day. And what I suggest is that there are 7 heavenly virtues, and if we realize the track, then we start to work ourselves towards these heavenly virtues, which means that we can step away from this control system which we call government. So I've got some information here. Flyer.
Yes.
Welcome to take that away. I've also got another flyer here which has got some fantastic website references.
Okay.
It's on this flyer that I have here. That's not the one. My hands are so cold I can barely feel my fingers.
Yeah, I can feel it's really cold when I reach to Frankfurt.
It's these ones here.
Okay.
On here are some. On the back of that is a whole bunch of references from some people I know, some people I don't know, but whose work I respect, and I suggest. If you're looking in science, if you're looking into some of the more spiritual stuff, then you'll find a lot of the answers there.
Sure.
Or a lot of ideas that will hopefully help you discern the answers for yourself. Because truthfully, this is what we're supposed to do, is find the answers in our heart, not by some other leader. You know, I think this is the mistake we keep making, is that we replace one leadership, like people have done. They've gone from the church to the science and said, now science, big brain science guys with their maths are going to tell me what to think, and I'm going to trust them. Well, we can no longer trust the authority figures. We have to take the authority back to ourselves.
Yes.
Exactly. What's your name?
Toby.
Toby, I'm Dave.
Nice to meet you.
I'm also known as Trinity 4 on YouTube, so if you want to ever check me out, I'm not on this flyer. I'm not important enough to get on this flyer, but certainly if you want to check me out on Trinity 4. Globali.co.uk.co.uk. Go check out globali.co.uk.
Sure.
And yeah, Toby, it's been fantastic talking to you.
Yeah, me too. So
Have
have
a
a
great
good
life.
day.
Have a great life.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Okay, cheers.
Be safe.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was Toby from Hong Kong. I'm going to show you something. Yeah, I like it.
If you've got a few more leaflets, I'll try and hand some out. Thank you. I'll see what I can do. I don't know where the others are.
I have them in my bag.
Okay.
You like more?
Well, that'll do for now. I'll see how I get on because there's not that many people.
No.
But
And the mass is not increasing. Sounds like a death toll.
yeah.
Not very cheering.
No. Would you like a leaflet? Would you like a leaflet? No, it's really hard to get anybody's attention.
We don't.
It's too cold to stop.
It's cold and it's mostly tourists that always want to go with the group.
Yeah.
And they always have excuses. I
Yeah.
don't want to fly out because it's raining.
Yeah.
What? Jack is trying to get a window, right?
Yeah.
What did happen?
Long story.
Long story. Okay.
Like this thumbs up. Thumbs up. Is that 33 thumbs up? It's 33 thumbs up. Don't touch the thumbs up. I heard that the 33, they like us folks on 33, but actually there's 33, 66, and 99, and 99 is completion. I think that's important somehow, but I'm not expounding on it.
Would you like some information?
No, thank you. So thanks for coming by. I hope you're not as cold as me. And I hope my shivering isn't shaking this camera. I'm shivering to the core right now. Where's the warm coffee?
Where can I buy a coat?
When my friend comes back,
here.
I'm going to get us a
They
coffee.
have wieners for sale and I guess they might have a Coke.
Coat?
A Coke.
No,
No,
a coat to wear.
Oh, here in Frankfurt.
By the way, I really
I don't know. I've never been here before, so
Okay.
I know up there. If you go straight up, there's a big shopping street. But
Okay.
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, because I only actually intended to come from Poland
Okay.
and I was going to go back home.
Okay.
ended up
No, you're
staying.
still there. Yeah.
So I didn't really come with my proper
Yeah.
gear.
Well, if you want not too expensive, there's CNA.
Where's that?
I don't know where it is in Frankfurt. You have to check
Okay.
it on the internet, but
All right then.
there it's not too expensive, and they have stuff that's okay.
Yeah, I just need something cheap.
Or H&M.
Yeah.
There's mostly one in every town,
Okay.
but where it is, I don't know. Here.
Would you like some info?
I've had a few good conversations today, not as many as I would like. I wonder whether I should go down to clean up the fires.
Would you like some info?
No, thank you.
Would you like a leaflet?
You know, what else?
Would you like some information? Would you like some information?
Give them a thumbs up over there.
Would you like a leaflet?
Sorry that it's not a high energy conversation. Oh, Lisa, I'm just going to take a stroll down there.
Okay.
A few flights.
Yeah, well, you might get more luck. There's more people at least.
I might just see if I can't have a conversation or two. I will come back here as soon as I can. Yeah, are you all right here?
Yeah, where are the other two gone?
Stephen and his partner, I'm not sure right now. They just walked off up that way. But I'm sure they'll be back because they didn't say goodbye.
Okay, I'll be around here. Would you like some information? Would you like some information?
What is it?
It's information related to this.
Oh, okay,
and-
thank you. Thanks.
All right. Would you like one?
No, okay.
Would you like a leaflet?
Thank you.
You English?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, from Nottingham in England.
Okay. Right, I've run out of leaf. Oh look! Somebody's left a sight man down. Must have missed that. Who was that? The guy that came earlier? How did we miss that? How do I zoom out again? Look. Watch Simon down. It must have been the guy that was here earlier. Unless we missed something. He didn't do that, did he? What was his name? Sly? Did anyone notice him put that down, or was it somebody else? It looks like we've got a number of trolls around here. Yeah, Germany seems to be good for that because when we were in Charlie Checkpoint, we had a number of Simon Den trolls. And they don't seem to want to talk to us. They just want to like throw around their signs. I mean, if they want to actually have a conversation, that's fair enough. But if that's all they can do, use it as a dartboard. Would you like some info?
Thank you.
Would you like one?
Wow! Miren qué grande árbol.
Would you like a leaflet? No, they run away from you here. They change direction if you ask for a leaflet. Well, I'm so cold that I'm trying to not let my teeth chatter. Just to let you all know. Would you like some info?
Yeah, I know. Kennen Sie sich hier aus?
Do you speak English?
Yes, a bit.
Okay.
Römerberg, Adress Römerberg suche ich. Weiß ich nicht.
Would you like some information? It's about where we live. There's a website here that gives a lot more details. FE Start. Would you like some information? Would you like some information?
Warum bist du nicht mitgekommen? Nein, danke, warum?
Would you like one?
Ja? Nee, danke.
Well, if I could, I'd go and join him over there because I think I'd get more interactions, but I guess I'm stuck here. Would you like some info? Do you like a leaflet? You're welcome. Oh, thank you.
Well, we put milk and sugar, so I hope it's okay.
I don't normally drink coffee, but I guess
It's warm.
I think so.
Where's Dave?
He went to have some conversations over there because he thought there were more people.
Coffee?
Yeah.
So I'll stay with you.
Great.
So, it's really cold.
I know.
But there, they have nice cakes also.
Right, okay.
I saw them, they're homemade. And a specialty here is a cream cake. It's called Frankfurter Kranz.
Right, okay.
There's buttercream in it and jam.
Right, okay.
It's really tasty. I made once in my life. I made one that's really hard to make. It didn't look nice, but it tasted good.
I did eat just before I came out here a little bit,
Okay.
but I'm still cold.
Yeah, it's.
Guess what I just found? Look at this.
Oh,
Simon
that?
Van came out. It's not the first time this happened before in Germany.
yeah, really.
In Charlie Checkpoint, there were loads of them. They literally put signs everywhere.
Oh,
They
yeah.
put signs on the van, signs near our stand. They come up to the camera, they sneaked up with little banners.
Oh, good.
But they didn't want a conversation.
No, probably not.
That's the funny thing is, because whenever they do have conversations, they end up getting caught out because they can't answer things.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Yeah, well, yeah. The arguments are not too many for the globe.
yeah. I'm really shivering now.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but they really go after you then, because that guy at the beginning, he also, I don't remember his name, with the YouTube channel that was
Sly.
Okay.
Ironic name.
I didn't know, I don't know his channel. So.
I'd never heard of him before either.
No.
But apparently a lot of other people have.
Okay. Oh.
What was your name again? I forgot.
Marianne.
Marianne. It wasn't in Estonia that they did that. It was Latvia, I think. Yeah. Yeah, in Latvia they brought some Simon Dan fans came out.
Okay.
We had some in England as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Activists. Yeah, when we came on the highway, it was raining so bad. So we're lucky now that it's not raining too hard. But this is typical German weather.
Yeah, well I've got a few more leaflets. I tried to hand some out, but it's just getting increasingly hard holding the camera and shivering and trying to hold them under my arm. And most people just turn the other direction anyway.
Yes, well, yeah, it's normally in towns, there's a lot of people giving away leaflets in Germany, and it's always hard to give them to people because they're annoyed by it.
Yeah, maybe we should try and conduct some interviews instead.
Yeah.
Get an interaction out of them.
It's mostly easier than giving away leaflets. And you're mostly unfriendly. When you try to give them to.
Well, when Dave comes back, we should have, hopefully soon, 2 more people joining us.
Okay.
Sven and Jack should be coming
he was
back
still on
soon.
his way.
Yeah.
We tried to contact him because we didn't know where you're at.
Yeah.
Because we were too early.
Well, I got a message about an hour ago saying he'd be about an hour and a half. So hopefully he won't be too long.
Yeah, I didn't check my cell phone for a while.
Everyone says hi in the chat.
Yeah, but I underestimated Frankfurt. I never was here before, and it's really a lot of old stuff.
Yeah. Well, we got stuck in traffic today, and I think Sven's stuck in traffic as well, apparently.
Yeah, it was. Well, we didn't have a too hard time to get here. There was once, a little jam.
We had an interesting time on the way here. We stopped in a petrol station, and there was a replica of a NASA rocket with the American Space Agency in. Have you seen that?
Yeah, well, I didn't see the whole video, but I checked it a little bit, and I saw that. Yeah, when you were standing there, and
that was by total chance. Roxanne says Sven is in traffic.
Okay. Yeah, it's Friday, so a lot of people on the streets.
Yeah. He's 20 minutes away, apparently.
Okay. Yeah, I once had to bring my dad to the airport here, and we were caught in traffic, and he didn't make his flight. So it's always hard to get to Frankfurt.
Did you find him?
He went over that way.
Yeah, I was on the whole spot.
Right, okay. Well, he's just...
he went even farther.
I don't know. We'd have to look on his stream to find him. Look on his stream and you'll get him.
And getting warm someplace.
Yeah.
Guck mal. Auf seinem Streamboard, yeah. He probably is in some coffee shop. Yeah.
My hands are so cold. You don't do what you should.
Ja, so kann ich mit dem reden, das geht noch ein paar Sekunden. Ist jetzt schon noch heiß. Wahrscheinlich habe ich den genau um 10 Meter verpasst. 100 Pro.
Ja, wahrscheinlich.
Well, maybe if you two are here, I could wander over there and try and find him myself. Because I couldn't leave
You find
early.
him on the street if he's still alive. Trinity 4, genau.
No.
Not live anymore. So he's in some coffee shop. As I said. Yeah.
No, it was only going live shortly that was announced, and I.
Yeah, you are on the wrong meeting. You don't know. Go on his channel.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, he's live.
Okay.
Luxembourg is the next location.
I don't know where it is. It's somewhere downtown.
Yeah, trees, yeah. Somewhere.
My downwards.
Roxanne says Sven is so close but in traffic.
Never.
There's somewhere where the trees are.
I think so.
Would you like some information? No. It's worth a try.
Yeah, it's
It's kind of a bit of a long shot.
I don't know, Germans are a little stubborn.
I did find it difficult in Berlin and in Hamburg. Hamburg, it was raining in Hamburg as well.
Okay.
We did it outside the town hall,
Okay.
and we ended up getting moved on by police.
Oh.
And so we moved to a different location by the river, which was better, but it was still raining. It was kind of on and off raining, and it
Yeah,
was really
that's
cold,
bad.
so nobody wanted to stop.
No.
We managed to meet a Lithuanian
Okay.
who said, I saw this, yeah, it's true, NASA lies, government's full of bullshit. And he put his thumbs up.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, see it, they're all over the world. The people that, are open-minded and on the right way.
But it's not always necessarily the people from the country you're going to that you're going to meet. It could be
mostly not.
anybody.
Yeah, of course.
Especially in tourist destinations.
Yeah, Frankfurt is, a lot of tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the places you go to, where there's a lot of people, there's always a lot of tourists. So
Yeah.
you would have to know where the people that live there go normally.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find out. So
Yeah.
best is always on open places. And most people walking by are tourists. In Freiburg, it's also not the most people that are in town are not from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like some information?
Dankeschön.
You're welcome. Would you like some information? Apparently Sven is 15 minutes away.
Oh yeah, great. So you finally made it.
Oh, it was a joke, he's not 15 minutes away. Okay. I wondered what the points was. Well, I hope you come soon anyway. Would you like some info? Would you like a leaflet? Would you like some information? Go on.
Standardweiler. 30 Zentimeter großer Ding. Nicht der Pimpen, sondern
Can I share some information with you?
Danke.
You're welcome. Can I share some information? Would you like a leaflet? Would you like one? Would you like some information? There's translations in German. Would you like some information? Right. Would you like a leaflet? You're welcome. Would you like one? Danke. Would you like a leaflet? Would you like a leaflet? No. Would you like some information?
No thanks.
Would you like some info?
Nee, dank je.
Would you like a leaflet?
No, thank you.
Okay.
कांदे उसके लाएंगे
देखो कोई चीज आएगी ना
अच्छा तो वो है ना EU लेंदा ब्रिटेन नो कर देंगे उन्हें चुदी
अच्छा
ये सारे वही
Would you like a leaflet? Would you like one?
Mal TG abprüfen.
Would you like a leaflet?
Yeah, oh my god. I like it. I'm in love. Yeah, I'm in love.
Would you like some information? Would you like some info? You sure?
No.
Oh, you got him back. Great.
What's that shot?
All right.
All right. How are you getting on?
Okay.
I have to say that over there,
Yeah.
it is so busy with people.
Yeah.
It's like a real shame actually that we're not there. We've had some good conversations here, but actually it is busy. It is proper busy. Like, you know, let's say.
So what we're going to do about it?
100 people per.
Because it's probably too late to move now, isn't it?
Well,
we could keep somebody at the base and then just wander over there and have conversations.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's quite well illuminated there, so we could be there for a while. You know, we could go and stand up there for a while.
Yeah, I mean, once we get the rest of the help, because Sven should be.
I wonder I wonder how Jack's getting on and Sven, because I'd be willing to spend a little bit more time here, given that we've had such a quiet spell out front.
Yeah, and I think considering we're here and Sven speaks German and he's coming here soon, and Jack hasn't had a chance yet. We should.
Reset ourselves.
We could try. We'll wait till they turn up and see how they feel.
Does anyone here speak English? Can I give you a flyer, some information to take home? It's just a gift with love. Look into that.
We had a Simon Dan fan come over here. I don't know.
Missed it.
Yeah, they left a leaflet.
Is that all they did?
Doing some self-promotion.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who it was, but I presume it wasn't the Sly guy.
Spy Slarkane, he couldn't stay for very long because the argument runs out of steam.
Yeah, I presume it wasn't him because we would have seen him if he left something here, so it must have been someone else.
Yeah. Oh, right. Oh well. I don't know who Simon Dan is, but I've heard of him obviously, and it's a wonderful thing that people are so closed-minded. Wow. And then obviously Simon Dan is super supported by the system because the guy has got.
Would you like?
It's like 100,000 subscribers, which is evidence of his. Hello.
Would you like one?
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, you must take this information. La terra è piatta.
La terra è piatta.
Yeah, la terra è piatta. You must look at this. There's a flash.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. La terra è piatta. Bang! He brings out some Italian right here in Frankfurt. Damn, my Italian is still there. That was a real surprise to have that guy Sly come and talk to us because I've only heard of his name. I didn't know what he looked like.
Would you like one? It's information about where we live. There's an app here.
Du sprichst kein Deutsch, so bist du.
No, but there's translations here. If you want to look for translations, and also the website you can translate into German. Here.
But why don't you speak German?
Because I'm English.
You are English, and what you're making advertisement for what?
Well, it's not an advertisement at all. It's just information and speculation.
Okay.
About where we live, and there's a lot of people researching this topic.
You mean living where? In England or here?
No. I live in England, yeah. But it's information about where we live in the cosmos.
In the where?
In the cosmos. Where we live in the universe.
Ah, in the universe.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what is this.
Global Eye can be translated into different languages. FE Start has got a lot more
where
different.
Where you really live?
Yeah. Basically, there's a lot of people suggesting that we don't live on a globe, and there's like millions of people researching this topic.
I don't care. For me, it's most important in meditation.
Yeah, that's important as well.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Take care.
What's going to happen to a ship off, 2 meters high? At what point is it going to go over this? That should be a known factor. That doesn't. Yes, it could go away. They go, oh no, but it depends on the weather. No. Yeah, okay, you might not be able to see.
This is what he said.
Yeah, depends on the weather and atmosphere and what was the other way.
Would you like some information? Would you like?
What's that?
It's connected to this. We're here for one day in Frankfurt, and we're doing a tour around Europe, and we're just asking people questions about where we live in the cosmos. There's a website with a lot more information, FE Start.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
And you know, they have to be intelligent to understand the
Would you like one?
Dankeschön.
body challenge ego.
Did you get some information?
Er hat schon einen. Dings hat schon einen. Danke.
Okay.
Eine reicht.
Would you like a leaflet? Would you like one? Would you like a leaflet?
I was right, because I had it that often that you have to put it really into itself and it comes out like water.
Yeah, yes, yes. And so we will all be continuing to do our bit to raise the science, raise the levels of science, and raise the levels of our debate, our conversation, our arguments, and so on, so as that we continue to do the best that we can with what we're meant to do. You know, I don't know how far we're meant to take this, but I guess we're right as far as we can.
We are quite near the tipping point because there are 10 million flat earthers in Brazil.
Wow.
Right now.
Wow.
I heard that. I don't know if it's true, but many people say.
Oh.
And I think South America is quite far ahead of the movement. I think the flat Earth starting to get off in Russia by now, like a rocket going to the moon, to say in Bitcoin terms, and I think in Asia too. And there is that point. You know this experiment with apes. they did apes on an island.
100 monkeys.
Yeah, some monkeys, and told one or three of them how to lace their shoes.
Yeah.
And they tell, and after 5% of the monkeys knew how to lace the shoes, the next day every monkey knew. Even if they hadn't learned it because of too consciousness. And I think 5% is not that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they call it the 100th monkey effect.
The problem with that is that someday these dumb people who don't know anything will come to us. I knew that all along that the earth is flat. I think I will be a killer then. Or something like that. I have to really calm down. Perhaps this is the day I get some weed.
I think the more Western the countries are, the less they're into this subject.
Yeah, this is right.
Because Western indoctrination
they are
is
more
strongest,
indoctrinated as everybody else. They
Because
know
there's
that
at least,
yesterday there was a thing about Russia, because Russia wants to make his own internet by now with his own servers and so on. And the German media tells this is because Putin is a bad guy. But if you research it right, you realize that the freest internet you have in Russia, and all the internet of Russia by now goes over American servers, so the NSA can grab everything, and this is what the Russians want to quit. And the Russians are really open-minded people. If you want to know real science, it's always a Russian guy nowadays, because they are like we Germans, Caucasians. They do it really in really methodical steps, and I like them a lot. And this is what the American government does since 100 years. Try to keep Germany and Russia apart, because if we unite, these guys won't stand a chance. The father of my girl was in the Canadian army and told always the American troops, people are the dumbest of the world. They shoot in the foot and go home. They won't stand a chance. But they have a better weapon, indoctrination. And Hollywood and movies and TV and buy things, buy more stuff, then you need more stuff and buy more. And these ice cream chunks that these American nice girls emerge.
Let me just see. I'm not filming you, but I'd like to hear the audio if you don't mind. So I'm going around Europe with some friends. We're just talking to people about how we've been misled by our leaders, by our governments, by our science, into believing that we come from an evolution, monkeys, sort of Big Bang stuff. It turns out that we cannot be living on a globe. Why? Science hasn't proven that we're living on a globe. Water, you know, the physics of water is that water is water level. And Earth is 70%.
Hello.
Hello, come here, give a hug. Right? Nice to see you. Whoa!
I'm doing some flat smacking! What are you on about?
Yes, it's flat! Yeah, it's flat!
It's flat every time, bro.
What are you doing here? Come over here! It's Roxanne! Oh, there you are! Roxanne! You bastard!
You guys have been awesome. You guys
Operation Overlord.
Oh my god! You guys are full of shit. That is insane, man. We've been holding this line the whole time. No!
Pretending he was at work, pretending I was with a mate.
God. You guys are insane! Jason of the Disbury! Hi guys! Sven and Roxanne, the globalist denier. Wow!
what a treat! What a treat!
How we doing, guys?
It's only because Lisa said this morning that she needed leaflets, so I brought them out. So there you go. What have we done? I've come with another 10,000 leaflets.
Ah, mission control is in Frankfurt.
Okay, say hello to the Discord.
Hello, Discord.
There we go.
This
And
is Trinity 4.
and
Frozen Trinity 4.
Trinity 4, Vertec, and all you guys out there have been sitting there all day thinking I was full of you know what. But here I am. Armed with the
I thought you're so close. And I've got 3 days with you.
And you were going, oh, Germany, how the first so far?
But it was. That's a tripping off, that is. Tell you.
Oh, beautiful. Well, I was just bitching a little while ago. I was saying if we were over there, because I took a whole walk.
We were watching.
It was quite busy.
We were watching you with that bloody troll. Oh, we were screaming in the car.
Tell him to wait.
That last arcade guy,
The American guy.
Oh,
Yeah. What a guy. And he was walking over to the bin and we were like, we were nearly punching the window. She was going crazy.
And you just an hour earlier and you could have been here with us.
It's been a nightmare.
We couldn't get through. We couldn't get through. There were accidents, there was the rain, there was the traffic, it was just mental.
Yeah, we had some traffic today. Well done. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Wow. So how long are you with us for?
Just a couple of days.
We'll go as far as Paris.
All right. And that's so exciting.
We're going to be your morale boost. We're going to be your cheerleaders.
Yay.
Your support network.
Hey, are you the surprise package or whatever?
We are. We're the care package.
Care package. We come here to take care of you guys and support you guys for the next couple of days and hopefully give you the wind in yourselves to get through the next few weeks.
The weed in my cells.
Yeah, well, could be.
Oh, well,
It's ladies there, too.
As you know, there's plenty
So where's
of
Einstein Cafe?
Einstein Cafe.
There he is. Oh, it is as well. There you go. Einstein Cafe.
Well, guys, well, for the 50 of you that just saw these 3 turn up. No, I always thought I was being trolled in the square when you guys were shouting and crying. I thought this is more Simon Dan bullshit.
Well, if we got here early enough, we were going to just hand out leaflets on the other side of the square. That's how long it took, but we just couldn't get here.
Now it's rain, we just want to meet them, you know? Since last night, he's been in the car since 1 o'clock this morning picking me up. And then we went and picked Roxanne up. And in the meantime, we were lying our heads off. You know, I've got this guy.
Oh, you had to go and pick up your son. That's what he said.
My son! That's what I said, gotta go! And then the second I hung up, I dived out the door.
Sorry, very nice.
Hi.
Please,
Keep it down.
The bells are so loud.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Are you on holiday?
Yes, no.
Oh, okay. Did you go to the other?
There you go. Right, let me hang up on that one. That was just a bit of footage.
Germans don't like the noise.
No, but they love the loud bells.
A little bit of footage. That it's not live. I just thought I'd get some footage.
Little bit of
And it's cold.
No.
You are freezing.
It is freezing. Yeah.
But I've only been out 2 seconds and my hands are freezing.
Yeah.
I know.
My word.
Yeah.
Well done.
He's gone to fix another window.
Nice to meet you guys.
I just seen the van drive past.
Okay.
He's looking for somewhere to park.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So how are we going to do our roundup?
We're going to be doing it live.
We'll get back to Devon. I'll phone you tonight.
Yeah. We're going to do a U-turn now and go straight back.
Oh, wow. Well, I haven't heard from Jack for a while.
I've just seen the van go past.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
hopefully
he's in the area.
Yeah.
So he'll be amazed when he sees it.
Yeah, I think he looked like he was looking for park.
Did he see you? Or did you just see him?
No.
Right, okay.
It was in the
We saw him
distance.
from the back. There's the camper.
And then all of a sudden he's driving over there. What's going on? It's too late.
He's got my wife and my child. Oh, they're on a runner. Oh, well, yeah, they're right. We came in.
I've been watching you on the video. Oh no, what's it YouTube? Hi, you're right. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Smegger.
Yeah.
Small, but a lot of flyers.
Yeah, we've been watching. Yeah, well done, guys.
Normally they don't like taking flyers too often in Germany, but
Yeah. And you're freezing as well?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm so glad you hanged
waited on and waited.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah. How far have you got to go?
Well, we have the Holiday Inn is our car. It's not too far, but then we have to drive back to Frankfurt. It's 260 kilometers. We were lucky with traffic.
We were. We just
Yeah,
got slammed with so much traffic.
No, we had the right time. Just had a one flight.
And the main thing is it's a great spot, this one. It's been fantastic. You know, we've been watching it. Cool. Brilliant. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't get here a bit earlier.
Well, Dave said there's a lot more people over there and it's a lot nicer, so we could possibly do it.
Yeah, you were talking about maybe moving the banner over there. And
Yeah.
Is it tied against that fence or?
I didn't put it up. Yeah.
You've been lucky for not needing the straps and all that. You haven't really.
We have used the straps.
You
Yeah.
have?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, brilliant. I can't believe I'm here.
So you drove here then?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, long.
How long did it take?
Oh, it started literally 5 minutes after the live stream ended just last night.
Right.
I jumped in the car and that's it. Non-stop driving all the way,
Wow.
apart from the ferry.
Yeah.
You know, and then just non-stop.
Yeah. Great.
So yeah, a little bit tired.
Yeah. So long weekend?
Well, yeah. I mean, like I say, well, because we'll be close to Paris on the way home Sunday night.
Yeah.
You know, like so we'll go home. And we'll do Paris, and then we'll. Did you not hear me say? I slipped up yesterday on the live stream. I said, yeah, we will hold the banners. You know, like in Paris.
Right.
Yeah. But
No, but I
I
wasn't in the stream last night. I was asleep.
Yes, of course. Yeah. God, I'm freezing already.
Yeah, I know.
How have you managed it?
Well, I need to get a coat.
You've done brilliant. It's been fantastic.
As you know, I was only meant to be in Poland.
Yeah.
I have tried to buy more warm clothes.
I've been asking her, when are you going, Lisa? When are you going? No. Undecided. So I take it it's all the way now. You might as well now. You're nearly there, aren't you?
There's no reason.
Still undecided.
I've got no reason to go back.
There's no reason now, yeah.
I bought some gloves. I've only got one of them at the moment. The other one disappeared. I was looking for it in the van.
Well, hopefully, you know, as you start going down
I did buy some more clothes, but then...
Down south, across south.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll get a bit more warmer and all that. Because look what Athens was like in that.
Well, when we were in Macedonia, I was so hot that I bought shorts. And I wore them for one day, and then I never put them on again.
Yeah. And what is it? It's like, I mean, difference-wise, it's about 1,500, 2,000 miles or something. Is it coming across?
I'm not
sure. I tell you what, we are so brainwashed with this up and down.
I know, exactly. I mean, it was hard. When I was thinking about it, I looked at Estonia, and it seemed kind of parallel with Sweden, and I'm like, I'd never thought of that.
I like the way Sven says, here he is for all of you. What the fuck? All right, man. Not letting you have all the fun. We just seen you drive off the van. We had a little panic attack. Hardly, man. Hardly. Is Andrew watching the stream? No. We get surprised otherwise.
Did you find a solution?
Yeah.
Did you find a solution yet?
Yeah, I found a solution. What, new van? Yeah, oh, fuck, yeah. Well, you remember what I said, you know, like, as long as everybody's always safe and happy and all that, don't curb, so it's fine, we'll deal with it. Yeah. I just can't believe it. Yeah, just till Paris. We'll do a couple of days to Paris with you guys, and then awesome. Off back. Yeah. We did want to get here a bit earlier. We should have been here for 3 o'clock. That was the plan.
Yeah.
And it just got worse and worse. The traffic.
And you decided when? Yesterday or what? Or you planned? I don't know.
When I got a phone call saying that he hasn't got on the flight. And we decided within 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, very quick. Yeah.
Well, we said that there was going to be a reason why he missed the flight, and I guess
No, that wasn't the reason. No.
Yeah.
But it was. We problem solved that in seconds. But it made sense because I had leaflets to get over here.
And these leaflets came through.
You get it?
And
You carry it?
arrived on the day of me leaving this place.
Wow.
They arrived.
I mean, 10,000?
10,000 leaflets. Yeah.
All right.
Out Europe.
And it's funny because you said this morning that you've only got a little bit left.
Yeah.
So how about that?
Wow.
Enough to finish the journey now.
We had enough for another couple of days, maybe.
Couple of
It
days,
depends.
Yeah.
It depends how fast they flow out. I mean, here they're not flowing out too fast, but you know, it depends what kind of day you get.
Just throw them away.
Well, you know what? I've got 51 likes and 54 people watching at the moment.
Ooh, that's very good.
There's been a lot of positive love coming your way, guys.
Yeah, a lot of people were patient today as well, you know, and it was strange. I just felt like saying, just tell them we're on our way and whatever, you know what I mean? 'Cause it's getting building up, and we weren't getting through quick enough, you know? Yeah. How long can we hold on to this lie? I was thinking globe. You know, how long can you hold on to this globe? Hold on to your globe, your golden globe. Yeah.
Oh well,
there you go. So
fantastic. Well, we can either tie up to whatever you want to do. If you wanted to stay on and do more, if you want to.
But I'd like to use Einstein Cafe facilities because I think that's a good name to have a piss. Do you agree? Yeah, there we go.
Sure.
Good place to have a piss is on Einstein.
Oh yeah.
Einstein Cafe.
Yeah, well, I'll go over with
The
you to
schmuck.
Einstein Cafe.
Yeah, we may as well christen it, huh?
And I'll give them a flyer while I'm there.
Yeah.
And I'll take some flyers as well.
No, you are here.
We're here. We're here. We knew this would surprise
What a lovely surprise.
Lisa, I know your hands are cold then. Do you know what? As we were watching you, we were going to get there in time, are we going to get there in time? Traffic. Okay, tell them Sven's 10 minutes away. Okay, I'm telling them Sven. And we can't tell no one we're coming here either. Because and so people have been like all day going, where are you? What are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm not really busy. I can't talk right now. Jason's at work. Sorry, I'll get back to you in a minute. Although you were messaging to say, where should we go? I'm saying, sorry, Jason's at work. I'll see if we can call you back. We thought, no, we're not going to be able to pull this off. And then we walked up and then we started chatting. Jason! Life is flat. Sven! Roxanne! Life is flat! And then Dave and you turned around and were like, who is these people? I think this is a cause for celebration. You guys have definitely reached a milestone. Look how far you've come. And we thought, what better way than to bring Sven the leaflets that you so desperately need. Yeah. And more importantly, some moral support and encouragement.
Yeah.
So until we go back, we're just going to support you guys. Anything we can do to support you guys in what you're doing, so that the next couple of days is a little bit easier for you guys. And so it gives you just that little bit of edge you need to give you that little boost to get through it.
Point.
Yeah. We're hoping to create some great memories, good experiences, so that even if
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, Martin. Did you find it? Yeah, I found it, but hardly, man.
Wow.
That's I have to go.
Obi, nothing.
My son.
Nothing, yeah. Obi is the first job you can find.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but it's for the closest, you know.
I think, you know what? €4 just not
Really quick to get
But
from mine to the boat to Calais, and then we tangled it all the way
in the center.
All of them. We just
And then I went to the
shops,
shops.
ran into the services and went like, coffee.
And I found this
We
thing.
were meant to be here for 3 o'clock, but
Yeah.
the traffic is stopping us somewhere.
I know.
Buy
we're just
something
doing the
that I
second
can,
tour. I was just
that I
going
know
to
how
find
will.
plenty wood.
Yes,
We've
yeah.
got
For a
the
window.
leaflets and I'll go over here.
Yeah, it is.
I'm surprised. Oh my goodness me, I was feeling sort of like,
You knew it.
There's a new surprise nearly every other day.
I know.
And now hopefully for the next couple of days before we go, we're just going to make your work a little bit lighter and support you so that you can enjoy the next couple of days.
Just nice to have some friendly faces.
Yeah, man.
So.
Yeah. Alexander's unfortunately got a little cold.
Yeah, he's got a little
bunged up.
cold.
Oh, we shall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just come down a little bit under the weather.
Yeah.
No, no, what a wonderful surprise. I hear the shouting in the square, and these guys, and I'm thinking these are some sort of Simon anti-trolls that have come to kind of give us some grief about globe flat Earth. So I start shouting back, yeah, the Earth is flat, and it turns out it's the same trolls.
So he was driving with you guys.
Yes, and he wasn't picking up his son last night. He was picking up Sven.
And she wasn't taking her dog for a poo.
It's all lies.
Too many people would have
anyone.
Wow.
And that's how they kept the globe, what's it, Earth is flat a secret.
Yeah, you guys should work for the Vatican.
There you go.
You're good liars.
That's at the back now. Done ourselves in on that one, haven't we?
We're trying to hold our cards close to our chest.
UK True says what?
Boy, oh boy, you know what?
Have you got some footage now of James?
As many stories as you've got for us, you could not make up the scenarios that happened to us on the way here.
I'm sure.
Beyond belief. Absolutely.
Yeah, I accept that. But how do you two know each other?
No, don't you stop! Don't you stop!
I had to get the first one in.
We're going
to have to explain.
say a lot of things and explain and it's been a productive day, but you know.
But we'll explain to you
Never
what,
mind
how,
all that.
and why.
Never mind all that.
So this is
How
the
do you all know
care
each other?
package. It's all making sense now. Jason's just in time to fix everything in the back.
Only if it's a dry day tomorrow. We need to pray for a dry day.
Yes, pray for a little less rain and everything.
Or a shelter.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you could park under somewhere, that would be a good idea.
God, you guys are good liars.
Oh man.
You really are.
That was an
Because you were
operation.
like the other night. Ah, no, I'm really not going to make it back on.
Yeah.
No, it was all an operation.
Roxanne, the globalist liar.
I just realised what you said.
You know, all credit to this man here, because as soon as this man was, we were confirmed that he could not get on the flight, Jason straight away looked into the concern on the board, like, as soon as Jason saw the price, he went, surely there's another way. There has to be another way. That's how much it's going to cost us to fly over there. Let's look at something else. Champagne taster in Italy, a ferry ticket, all of us in a car, and the leaflets here for less than it would have cost to fly over there.
And you've
one.
lifted our spirits.
And we're going to be here for the weekend, all of us.
Yay! Not all in the camper.
No, I don't need to go in the camper. I've got a room in the car. You know, like, so I've got a bed. No, I mean, I'm in the camper with you like all night, but when we have our final sleep, and it's so crowded, I can just have my car next door.
Okay.
It's a big estate, and it'll be okay.
Although we did put
I'm
the
popping
heater
a tent
on.
on the roof.
We did put the heater on, and the garage is very warm.
Told you, it's got because something's wrong. The heater vent goes into the garage.
Yes, it's so hot in there.
I know, I've been saying that. It's really
It's the best place in the van.
We only figured that out this morning because we had it on last
He
night.
said it weeks ago.
I said it, and everyone went, no it's not, but it is!
Trying to poison it with carbon monoxide.
Maybe that's what it is, maybe it's the fumes, I don't know.
Yeah, and there's the little door as well.
Yeah,
isn't there?
that's
so you
it, that
could
can
actually
open.
climb in and out through.
Yeah, well I've got a couple of mattresses, so I could actually sleep there, wherever. We'll see.
It just means unpacking what's in there in order to get in.
I'm just kind of making it,
Or you put it in the
so I
car.
can lie on top with my mattresses.
No, well,
Yeah,
we could
putting
just
it in
put
your
the
car.
bags into the car.
Yeah, We'll see. I'm not fussed.
All right. All right. Well,
So this is the famous Römerplatz, where, for example, if there are big occasions, let's say the German football team wins something, World Cup or whatever, that's the balcony they'll stand on. Either in this city or in Munich. So any sports things or anybody who's being honoured for something, that's where they go here. This place is then generally packed after this area gets used.
Is that meant to be their Christmas tree?
That's will be probably a Christmas tree, yeah.
I mean, it's big, but it's not really
that impressive.
like a Christmas.
Well, they've not lit it up yet, Jason. You know what I mean? It's,
I know, but I mean, you'd think it'd be.
Yeah, it's all drooping and whatnot.
Although this isn't like centre.
It's not really centre, Frankfurt. Centre would be.
We just drove through it.
How-
And it's crazy.
Yeah. There's a place called.
So this was
Hauptbahnhof.
manageable.
Yeah. It's very crazy. Oh, at the station, there's a statue on top of the very old building station. I'm assuming it was the station. And there's 3 figures with a globe on their back carrying it.
Yeah.
They're carrying a globe.
Really, more programming.
Yeah.
Well, or some
Well, the heavy load that the Illuminati are carrying with their fake globe. We came across a sign for Planet Radio as well.
Well, we found a Planet shop yesterday, didn't we, Lisa?
Oh, yeah, Planet Shop.
A Planet shop.
A Planet shop. We found
Oh
a
yeah,
shop
that
with
one,
a
Globe shop. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
just
we
had
just been
globes
out to
in
the
it.
Einstein coffee shop over there. Yeah, I met Einstein, saw Einstein earlier when I was out beefing up. I swear.
Lovely.
I'm sure it was him.
Relatively.
To Einstein.
Relatively speaking, yeah.
Especially.
No gravity involved there, then.
You just don't understand the gravity of the
I
situation.
don't, do I? You force my hand. And the puns continue.
Oh my God, Sven's just arrived. Punchlines are coming thicker.
The pun floods. The pun flood. Look into pun flood. Research pun floods. Now. Happen in Frankfurt. Short first, yeah. There we go.
Oh yeah, can you see that?
Ah, we've got
I missed.
You didn't know they were here, Jack?
No!
Oh.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm still, you know? Especially now, they're gonna do 2 stops with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paris.
Yeah, we're gonna little more rest, just to give us energy back to kick it to the end.
Yeah.
And there are not many people here. The most people are there.
And the other.
There's one road, and the next one, and there's the shopping mall, the shopping road.
Where the shopping mall is, there's a bunch of people.
But German people are mostly like this.
Yeah, they're shopping. They're heads in the shop.
Not even that. They are in the German world. I'm not really a German, if that's the case.
Okay.
I am, but never felt like one.
Oh, really?
I'm more the southern guy or something like that.
I wish you could have stayed longer.
Yeah, well, people don't want to look outside of their bubble.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Means the bubble is burst.
yeah. They are afraid that they die then. And
Yeah. Well, that they can't shop. And
This is what they can't do.
Yeah, Vertek, it's a shame that what was that guy's name that turned up earlier? You missed it. There was
I missed all, yeah.
there was a
But I didn't miss one store. You know, I see it
yeah, Jack went on a tour of Frankfurt shops.
all. Yeah, Frankfurt shops.
Yeah.
you're not an expert.
Yeah, but I don't want to be.
we had a I don't know if you call him a troll, but a Glober believer turn up. One that kind of researches it and
The
you know,
Globe.
he's known for it. His name was, what was his name? I can't even think of his name.
And he bumps here.
But anyway, somebody left the Simon Dan sign over here.
Really? Oh. Simon Dan fan.
Somebody left the Simon Dan sign on the side here.
Jason's just been chatting about it on camera. He's like, yeah, you've offered nothing, Simon.
It's been a while. No.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The last time it was where?
Yeah, in Latvia.
In Latvia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Long time ago.
An uncomfortable explosion. So, you know, Simon Dan and Slice Barkane are doing important work in trying to, stop the popping of the balloon.
Slow it
down.
His name
Yeah, slow it down. Because,
his name's Slice Barkane.
Can only gradually rise.
He came to prove the globe.
And he proved it.
He said we didn't understand curvature.
Yeah. It's so much bigger already.
He knows the math.
We got here, yeah.
We just
found the map.
Yeah, it's good to meet all the guys. I'm really chuffed. I'm glad we made it.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did it like this now. The way we did it, it's great. Yeah, it worked out nicely.
I'm going to end the stream here.
God, you look freezing. If you can only see her hand, it looks like an icicle.
I know that.
Icicle cube.
Yeah, I try and do it with one hand, but I'm trying to cover up all the buttons so the rain doesn't get in it.
Oh, I see.
That's why.
And if there's some good content to be pasted out.
Yeah, so you saw the Slice Barkane guy. You saw him. It's a shame we didn't have more support when he turned up.
No. Well, you did in our car. You had loads of support.
Yeah, you were screaming at the camera at the end. Like, what's he on about? That's a lie. And Sam was like, get him out of there.
He just wouldn't give any time to investigate an explanation. He just wanted to score a point for the next point.
Yeah.
And the second that they've had a really good explanation of something, he wouldn't kind of let him finish. Let's get him with another point, another point. And didn't offer anything. Didn't offer anything other than good stories. Stories. No proof, stories.
He came up with Freiburg today. Yeah. He's been asking me for days.
Right.
Are you
I think.
in Frankfurt, and I was like, what's the plan? I couldn't give anything away. I was like, I'm going to be careful. How would I know all this? I'm on a plane. I was flying stuff.
Oh, so nice to meet you.
Yeah,
so long time.
It's been ages.
For you too?
I mean, it's like. I mean, I feel like it's been months and months and months.
Months and months. Yeah. Like you said.
It seems like Amsterdam was the summer when I was in the winter. That's what it feels like.
Last year. Yeah.
We'll do the other stuff, don't worry.
Fucking incredible.
I don't mind doing it today.
Oh, this is the boost, yeah.
I was late.
Yeah.
What's
the plan?
Yeah, well, I might need me and Einstein.
Coffee, I think.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Should we pack this lot up and
just a
Yeah, we bond together. Of course, my opinion.
Oh, you couldn't. Oh, we also were
no, I'm a guest.
You are now. You are now. Yes. You are now decided.
Yes.
Anyway, you can't fall hard,
So the Trinities are going back to the van, and so we've offered our services. Well, I've offered our services.
I'm just going to go back with
very much.
to bring everything back.
Bring everything back.
Of course.
You
So
can,
that
you
you
can
can
come
drive
back
and
with the
take the
guys
lad
in the
back. You right, Alex? You okay?
It's up to you, but you can.
Got a bit of a cold.
I'm just going to go back with Andrew.
I had a sniffles a couple of weeks ago, so it's gone
I'll see you
round.
back at the van.
No vaccine, so I'm fine now.
Right,
No
Lisa.
vaccine for that.
Give your most
Funny that.
amazing goodbye to everybody. Go on, let's see what I'll get. No, you
Get up to the bank.
Yeah, we're going to.
You'll sort all this.
best goodbye.
What's my
You'll
most
sort all this,
amazing
you'll
goodbye
say
then?
the-
Everybody else
You've
has
done
taken
poems. You've done.
Well,
Come on.
I'm happy to do poems,
Well,
but
at
not
least
now.
you said it.
They're all
Where are you
hanging
tomorrow?
on
What are you
waiting
doing?
for that goodbye. Really
Freiburg
good one.
again.
You going to Freiburg tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have the car in the
Okay, can you
garage.
make Luxembourg tomorrow? It's only down the road.
I have to be at the doctor's at Tuesday.
Do you trust doctors?
It's not a real doctor, it's a chiropractic. He kung fu's my back.
Oh, you come but on Tuesday, right?
On Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, but Luxembourg's tomorrow.
We're going to round up just
I have to go to Freiburg somehow.
Oh yes, that's a talk.
I knew
that's a
that
talk for
question will
later.
come.
Come on. We need to spend a day together, speak some German, get to know each other.
Let's get this done.
We didn't do it today, it's such a shame. Hey, how'd you do it?
Alright, we'll see you on the next update.
Right.